What's happening? This is Think Twice podcast. Y'all come in here, man. We about to get it on. We got to get it on and cracking. You heard me? Take y'all time, though. Take y'all time, bro. That boy Rock coming, he running a little late. He on his way, though. You dead? That boy Rock coming, he running. All right, here we go. For a show. Here we go.
On 25 to life ourselves, we bout that moolah. I wish we could play songs on it.
What's up, N. Williams?
I'm gonna have to ask Chris Harris how he do that.
What's up, OG, man? What's happening? Y'all come on in here. We got a nice show lined up tonight. A nice one. Top shelf, H-Mob.
What's happening?
Hit the like button when y'all come to the door. What's up, SB? What's up, Garland?
Put that thing twice in the chat.
Yeah. What's up, True Floridian? What's up, Taz? What up, though? Y'all come in, bro. We about to chop it up. How the mic sound? How we sound on the mic? We got static or y'all can hear us good? Can y'all hear us?
On 25 to life ourselves, we bout that paper.
Yeah, that's one thing, bro. Okay, we good.
I told you we didn't need that.
We good. But they probably hit the mic. You dig? What's up, Top Shelf?
What's up with y'all? Yeah, we good, bro. We good, true.
So basically, y'all, we talking about it's like a lot of these bloggers and YouTubers and people that do they stuff, they self-indict themselves, dog.
Facts.
There's nothing that Gas and Mina do that's gonna get nobody locked up. There's nothing that Kareem and Shadon do and Rock doing the Think Twice podcast that's gonna get somebody locked up.
Now them dudes in Cali, not all of them, but some of them, you can see, like, this is the thing, bro. You can't be out here doing shit and then going on the internet and talking about it.
Yeah, if you do something.
Yeah, most of the things we talk about is 25, 30 years ago. These two niggas been working for 20 years.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So what I talk about is what I talk about. You know what I mean? Y'all come on in here, man.
I might look young and dress young, dog, but I got 30 years in the streets. You heard me? Yeah, I got 30 some odd years in the streets, bro.
Well, you can't say 30. We've been working for 20 years.
I mean, you know what I mean? But I'm still in the street. I mean, for the last...
Yeah, nigga ain't never stopped. Just like niggas, no matter what we do, we go home, we can't tell them jumping we ain't in the streets no more. We can't tell them narcotics we ain't in the streets no more.
Right.
They gotta find out.
What's up, Darwin?
What's up, man?
Hey, TQ, what's happening?
They unsubscribed you.
Why they did that, Boss Mo?
That's crazy. What's up, Mo? Y'all wipe y'all feet when y'all come in the building, man.
We got a good show. Y'all stay, don't leave, bro. We got Rakim coming here on his way, but we got a good show lined up tonight for y'all. A good one.
Shout out to Ripper, you know what I'm saying? Ripper actually said he gonna sit down with Gangster, you know what I'm saying? I think that'd be big.
It's admirable
for young people to see that men, even if they never be cool after that they can sit down and hash out these differences like men.
Right.
I think that's admirable, and I salute him for that, and I salute Gangster if he decided to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
He said YouTube be tripping. They do, bro.
They do.
You gotta really watch what you say, dog.
Especially if you talking about something positive. Like we talking about shit, but we ain't on our podcast trying to raise niggas to be real street niggas and gangsters and stick to the street code. We're not trying to raise nobody to be like that, dude.
What I'm telling y'all is we was in that lifestyle and it was bull crap.
You know what the streets lead to, bro? I'm gonna tell you what they do. The streets lead to the penitentiary, nigga fall into an addiction or going to jail and taking away from their children.
That's what the streets do, bro.
That's what the streets lead to.
Especially if you stay in them long enough.
That's right.
What they do, Florida Geechee?
What's up, Geechee? What's up, Marlon?
What's up, Big Dog T?
So my whole thing is we ain't raising niggas, real street niggas on our, trying to raise real niggas on our podcast.
I don't want you to be in the streets, little home. I want you to get out.
And find something else to do with your life.
Cause we seen too many people lose in the streets, bro. Look at this shirt, bro. See what my shirt say, dog? This is what I'm about, dog. This is what I'm about right here. So you can see what you want to say about the twins, dog, but this is what I portray. This is what I do.
Top Shelf Swag, that's big for the city, especially for the area they come from. And you know what, dog? That's why look, 8 Mile, see, my brother got 15 years.
See what I'm saying, bro?
Nigga trying to raise nigga to be real street nigga, to teach niggas how to beat this, that, and the third. Shit, bro, I don't condone no fucking ratting, son. Never did.
Watch
my name,
watch him up.
You right. My name, his name, Rasheen name. Ain't nobody no rats on this platform right here, bro.
I ain't no rat. I ain't never crossed none of my partners. I ain't never stole from none of my partners. I ain't never tried to hit none of my partners' girls. Man, these things that niggas do in the street right now is happening right now, dog.
DDT, we in the building and the parking lot. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Believe that.
Man, the streets don't owe you nothing, bro. When you got out of it, if you happen to make it out, it don't owe you nothing, homie.
Here go the crazy thing, dude. When you a street dude, say you was a jacker, or
That's why I salute Booby Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody say, man, I wasn't really hustling, I was jacking.
Shout out to Booby Black, man. That's a real motherfucker. Right, I don't want to curse. That's a real dude right there, man.
Right.
Always ain't never changed. Always the same dude he always been. Got respect everywhere in the city because he earned it. Shout out to Booby Black. Salute from the twins, dude.
Right. Word.
Yeah, and shout out to Kevin Gates.
Right.
One of the best rappers in Louisiana, man.
He just dropped something hot too.
That nigga album smoking. Straight up. Straight up.
Chris T said, I ain't gonna lie. New Orleans side nigga was smashing each other girls. Yeah, we ain't play like me and my homies ain't play like that, dog.
Well, we ain't do that.
Look, if it was somebody you just smashing, yeah, that's free game. But your girl, your woman, oh no, we ain't playing that.
If it ain't wifey, anybody could play.
We ain't playing that. What's up, D-Mon? D-Mon said, what's up, Twins and Rock? My day was great. Interview, I respect Ripple. Wanted to sit down with gangsters, salute to him and Booby.
I do too.
I ain't gonna lie, to me, that's admirable, dog. You know what I hate about the street? Let me tell you what I hate about the streets, dog. We gonna get to the topic. We're waiting for more people to come in.
Yeah.
This is what I hate about the streets. Like, you can live a certain way for so long, bro. When you realize, look, I want to change, I want to do something different. The streets will still hold you to the old you, bro.
But that's just really, I'm gonna be real with you. Let's just call it what it is. That's small-minded dudes that really feel like, that think like that.
Like if a dude say he changed his life or he gave his life to God, he not doing this or doing that no more. And the man try to, y'all still got something negative to say about somebody, bro.
They go the same. It's almost like if you a crackhead.
Or a dope fiend.
Or a dope fiend. And you stop getting loaded. And you give your life to God. Do you want people to treat you the same way you was when you was getting loaded, smoking crack, or shooting dope,
or say the same things about you,
or killing niggas? You want people to feel the same way about you after you change your life? That's how small-minded niggas be, son. Like, even like, what's up, Harry? What's up, T. Bennett? Salute, hey, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I salute Ripper, dog. Ripper about to sit down with Terrence, and it's gonna be big for people that's younger, that want to see that shit can be squashed.
Yeah, we can squash that and keep it moving.
Yeah.
I ain't got to harbor no ill wills towards the rest of my life. Now listen, those type of feelings you harbor, it fester in you. And this is game I'm giving y'all. It can unalive, it can kill you.
Yeah.
You harbor something against somebody like that, it'll kill you.
And even when them dudes was going at it, bro, we didn't never choose no side. It was Gangster and Ripper. I don't even know Ripper.
Right.
But I ain't choose no side just because I know Gangster. That's not my business, dude. On top of that, they got a lot of dudes that went against Ripper just because he was going at it with Gangster. Don't even know Gangster.
Right.
But when it went against Ripper, was going at Ripper, don't even know Gangster at all. Now look how they looking now. If these dudes sit down, now you looking like you got a thumb stuck in your booty because you picked the side on some dude's business that wasn't even your business.
Stay out of nigga business.
Stay out of nigga business, man. That's rule number 2. That's rule number 2. Stay out nigga business. Stay on code, stay on code.
Now we can get to the top. We got 70 people in here. We better have 70 likes, at least 50.
Yeah, come on, man. Get them likes up. If y'all forgot to wipe y'all feet when y'all hit the door, man, wipe y'all feet, man.
You know, wipe your feet. You're a little boy out here.
You're a boy out here. See this thing going on with Big U, them dog, and Loose Cannon and Brick. Say, bro.
First of all, let me say this before you even get to your diatribe. I don't wish jail on my worst enemy, son.
Nah.
Jail is the system. I'm anti-system. I'm anti-establishment, anti-system, anti-white supremacy. I'm anti all that, bro. So at the end of the day, no matter what a street dude do, when you get locked up, the same thing they locked up for, any one of us could get locked up for. So I'm not gonna blame them for that. What I'm gonna blame them for is saying it on camera.
Saying it on camera.
You can't say that on camera, dog.
Corey Williams said, I appreciate y'all for staying intact with morals because it's weird out here. It is, bro. What's up, Antonio? Salute. Wow.
It is real, bro. But see, they self-indicting themselves. They saying things they really did, allegedly. I ain't gonna say really did, but they acting
like
don't
know if they did it or not.
No, they saying things that they did, and the know the feds watching this.
It's Fed book.
Oh, they're doing this shit, typing this up. What they said? That's what they did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, you put money on somebody's head?
You know what's crazy, bro?
That's crazy, bro.
The niggas who got the most to say
ain't never been in
ain't never popped nothing, ain't never stepped on nothing, ain't never ran no block, ain't never held no pack or nothing. All the years I ran with carrying my gun on me, y'all think I ain't never popped nothing or stepped on nothing? I never talk about it on here, but is that what y'all like?
You gotta use common sense, bro.
I'm smarter than the average belt. I always was a smart dude. Before I even got in the streets, I was smart.
I said I had a shootout, but I ain't said if I hit nobody.
Yeah, like
I said that I did this or did that, but I ain't never told the outcome.
Man, we been. Hey, what's up, D-Day? In the building and the parking lot. Nasir, Peace, brother. It's your boy Manolo. Finally caught one of y'all live. Salute, Manolo.
Salute, brother. That's a real one right there.
Yeah.
I need you to stay in here because, like, after the first hour, we're gonna talk about religion and Aborigines, and you're knowledgeable too. I need you to stay around, stick around, come back.
Appreciate you, Nasir.
Thank you, brother.
But my thing is, I'm not on here to diss the streets because I know that's why our proletariat revolutionary is gonna come from the streets. People that the common person, the common working person. I teach these youth, bro, because I'm supposed to, that you need to find you something else to do. I'm not teaching nobody, don't be no rat. That's in other words saying, get in the streets, but be careful. I don't want you in the streets at all.
I want you to get out. It's a trap.
It's a trap, period. Don't get in the streets. Niggas should be telling y'all that. It's a trap. I'm telling you. What's up, Miss Libra?
It's the King said, check out that Charleston White interview with Big Bank. No matter how you feel about him, it was a real good interview. I'll check it out. I ain't got no. Now listen, bro. Unless I be the man for myself, I can't say, I gotta say I hold a conversation with you.
Yeah, I don't have a personal opinion of Charleston
White. You
White.
see on the internet, bro, like you said, it's entertainment.
Now, do I agree with some of the stuff he said? No, I don't at all. But that don't necessarily mean that's who the person that he is because he said something on the internet. I don't get my emotions about what somebody said on the internet. You understand? Because there's a lot of dudes don't like me and him. And it's been like that before the podcast. And so we was in elementary
school. We're going to talk about that too.
We're going to talk about that too since elementary school ain't like me and him.
True Floridian said the feds and the system trying to take the rap game. The hood vlogs and podcasts are getting crazy. That's why you got to watch what you say.
You got to know what to say. You got to be intelligent to get on the internet.
You got to know what to say, dog.
Especially if you're coming from the streets and you talking about some of the things you did.
Let me tell you how weird the streets and the game is, bro.
Yeah.
BG had a song who was rapping. Shout out to BG. He a real one.
Yeah.
He ain't no rat. He ain't no snitch. He
Real
time
nigga.
to come home.
Real nigga.
BJ said, whatever you want to have, Chauncey got it on the air. Was he ratting? when Soulja Slim said, shit so hot, Tom Twine Wop ain't got nothing. Was he ratting?
Was Slim a rat?
See what I'm saying?
Niggas got they selective in who they want to call a rat, selective in what they want to say, bro. Listen. You niggas should just be quiet. You should just be quiet, bro, because if you're phony to me. All you niggas phony. And that's why I say you're phony.
You're selective with it.
Selective with it. Gangster went to Super Sunday in the daylight all over New Orleans. Nobody ain't throw a rock at him.
And everything.
And nobody ain't throw a rock at him. Nobody dissed him. Nobody did him nothing.
But you get mad at a nigga to take a picture with him.
Man, that's phony.
I'll do an interview with him.
That's phony. Nigga ain't got to call you phony. You just saying that. Or just feeling like that. That's phony. That ain't no real nigga shit. If you got a problem with a nigga, when you see him, address that nigga.
If not, I'm gonna think you just fake. And you got selective, politicking. You know?
Oh yeah, when you talk about Eric Maurice, aka the nigga, and came back looking at his work, that make him a rat?
Come on, bro.
Like niggas is selective in who they want to call a rat, and that shit ain't what's happening, bro. I'm not even a blogger, dog. I'm a podcaster. I got a podcast. My podcast is not talking about other niggas a little bit, but most of our podcasts talking about how we can be better ourselves as a people.
We just sit there to chop it up like we on the porch.
Yeah.
On the barbershop or something. We don't talk about who's selling working right now. I'm gonna keep it funky with you, dog. I ain't been in New Orleans and I'm talking about for in the streets in 10, 15. I don't know who's selling what, who killing who. I don't even care.
He said, why y'all let that stuff get to y'all? Dog, if it got to me, I'll do something about it.
It don't get to me, but I want y'all to see. It's a learning thing, but we can learn from each other. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
What I mean by that is I want you to understand this. Pay attention, dog. And we had a conversation about this shit. We weren't even gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna use the example. I'm gonna tell you what it's about. You see how y'all came on here and y'all said if Skipper sit down with gangsters, that's gonna be fire. See? That's gonna be fire. Ain't no nigga gonna cost Ripper
nothing.
what they said about the twins. When Diesel come on and do shit with gangster, stuff with gangster, ain't nobody say nothing about Diesel, dog. I had to talk to my people. You know what my people said? People say things about y'all, bro. When y'all did an interview with gangsters, they never liked y'all. And that was the hand they fan with to say, man, them niggas this niggas that. But when I go to New Orleans, though, niggas don't walk up to me and tell me nothing.
You know what niggas do?
They salute a nigga.
Bro. And if you did it fakely, you're fake. Whoever it may be.
Yeah, Greg B. What's up, Vaughn? Thank you, brother.
Yeah, appreciate you, Vaughn. Now, I really don't get next to me, dog, but I'm going to speak on it because I understand something. But we trying to lead our people in another direction. You understand what I'm saying?
No, that shit, excuse my French, that stuff is phony to me, bro.
Yeah, it's phony.
That's phony to me.
Yeah.
That's fake, man.
Yeah.
That's fake.
I would love to see Ripper sit down with Gangster, bro, and squash that.
Man, come on, bro.
That'll be big for young people to see. That grown men that have differences can squash it out. Because guess what, dog? At the end of the day, this how Ripper must have felt. This how Ripper must, I'm thinking how, I know Ripper an intelligent dude. This how Ripper must have felt. If I wanted to do him something, I damn sure can't do it now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I hope nobody I even know close to me doing something.
Mm-hmm.
Because they come and get Ripper, man.
Yep.
Because me and this man had a back and forth over some murder shit back in the G.
Yep.
So I know Ripper said, if I really want to do something, I can't do it now. That's dead.
That's me. It's not just that, man. Get
That's
your
dead.
money, man. Get your money.
Yeah, get your money, Ripper.
Get your money, bro.
Diesel, get your money, son.
Whoever doing anything what they got to do, man, get your money, man.
Because guess what, dog?
The name of the game is survival.
Guess what, dog? Rat picking ain't going to get you no money.
They don't make no money, dog.
They ain't going to get you no money.
You know why, bro? Look, nobody don't care about that, dog. Nobody don't care about that, bro.
Man, y'all hit that cash out, man. Y'all hit that cash out. Think Twice podcast, Twice with the 2. We talking positivity in our community, man. We not talking perpetuating how to be a good street nigga.
What's up, Kareem, Killer Jackson? What's happening, brother?
What's up, man?
What's up, 50?
Yeah.
Now, we just talking about blogging, bro. We talking about blogging all together. We just saying how, like, you know, niggas will say that, man, niggas be blogging and podcasting and be rapping. You know? Say, bro, you can only self-indict yourself, bro. You can only indict yourself when you on here and tell them what you talking about, you don't get yourself in trouble, dog. Nobody from New Orleans is, and they go for us, no rap cap.
Yeah, we got Zell.
Booking. All these people, none of these people, bro.
Is indict nobody.
Get nobody indicted.
I think niggas just mad because that spotlight on the dude, bro. The spotlight is on us, dude. Like even my partner Naughty, who we talked about yesterday, 10 double M. Shit, bro, listen. I got number love for Naughty, dog. That's really my dude. We did too much together for me not to like that nigga or hate him. We been through too much together, like, in the streets. That's my dog to this day.
Man, I seen his sister for Mardi Gras. We hugged for like a minute.
Yeah.
I was happy to see her.
Yeah, that's really my dog.
His nephews, I love them niggas, man.
That's really Denard, Corey. Man, look.
Dwayne,
man, come on, man.
Gary, come on, man.
That's really my dudes. I never look at them no strange way. And I don't want people to think that we got a problem with 10 double M or Naughty. I don't.
I still love that
my dude. I love that dude. I disagree with what he said or what he got people thinking about us. I don't agree with that. That shit phony. But far as all around, man, I never want to see nothing happen. That's my dude, bro. We'll never ever beef. The worst it ever get like it is now, we don't really communicate like we used to. But other than that, that's my dude.
And look, bro, I tell my story, but I watch what I say.
Yeah.
You know, hear me say, yeah, man, I went in such and such project and I dumped the ball right next to his car and he fixing on his car.
Yeah.
I don't talk like that on here, bro.
Yeah.
I don't get this, man. One time I was doing so bad, man, we kicked the nigga doing on the southwest side and put a gun in his head and took all this stuff. I don't talk like that on here, dog. I don't self-indict myself.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, I hustled back in the G. I sold dope back in the G 20, 30 years ago. But I'm far removed from that.
Yeah.
And we knew we was under federal investigation at the time.
Pork chops and pancakes. Tapping in, brothers, and cater tonight on that work flight salute. Locked and coded. What that boy Rock at? He running late, but he coming.
Yeah, he coming.
So when I talked about Renard yesterday, man, I got love for Naughty, dude. We've been through too much for me not to like him, dude.
Too much.
I can't look at him and want to do him something. Want somebody. That's my dog. I don't agree with what he said, but that's it. I'm gonna speak on it because I'm a man.
What's up, Giggity?
Yeah, what's up, Giggity?
Bro?
I ain't finna be around nobody and got a problem with him.
We just talking about how they had to select the politics when they come out of the internet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is what I learned, though. And my cousin told me, he said, man, listen, but they got niggas that never liked y'all, bro. But since y'all ain't rat and y'all wasn't no bitch ass niggas couldn't beat you up or
couldn't
take them from y'all.
Ain't no stories that is happening to y'all.
Right.
Y'all ain't had no old lady they could hit, so niggas couldn't get at y'all no kind of way.
So when this came out,
yeah,
they was the hand they fan with.
And I'm not saying it's because gangsters in this group right now, but I really feel like he has changed his life. He a different person than what he was. If he can go uptown on Super Sunday and nobody don't throw a rock at him, I don't want to hear nothing about no nigga talking about who deal with him or take a picture with him.
I don't want to hear that.
You're faking, you're phony, dude. That ain't no real, you're phony.
And that's scary.
That's scary.
That's phony.
That's phony and scary.
You know? That's fake.
So I'm going to just keep it 100 when I say that. Ain't nobody going to get me to go against this dude. They been trying.
No, you ain't going to.
They been trying.
I ain't going against them.
Yeah.
That don't mean we riding the same car, we sliding on no man. We don't talk about that when we talk to this man, bro.
Yeah. What's up, Rudy?
What's up, Rudy?
So, and guess what? I'm not going to go against nobody just because they don't like him.
Right, I ain't going against Ripper.
Yeah, I'm glad. I hope they do sit down and have a conversation. They ain't got to be cool, but just show these youth that these two men who was at odds with each other could sit down and just squash out whenever they got squashed out. You know what I'm saying?
I think when a man get over a certain age, bro, his mentality should change.
Right.
Like, what I hate about the streets is they don't even want to allow you to change.
Right.
If a man can say, man, I took my shit hard, I ain't on that, or I gave my life to the Lord, I don't get loaded no more. You ain't supposed to be calling a man a dope fiend if you say you don't get loaded no more.
Here come his dope fiend ass. That's the same thing as calling the dude who changed his life a rat.
Or whatever.
Yeah, and you may feel like that. But guess what, dude? Listen, like I said, I didn't carry guns for nothing. I ain't carry, but anybody, they got dudes on here tell you, I done seen them use their guns before. But I ain't finna get on here and talk about that. We've been picked up for murder in front of everybody 3-4 times.
I ain't never said nothing.
This ain't about no nigga just talking shit. And again, the dudes that be saying the most slick side hating shit,
ain't never did.
They wasn't never nobodies. They ain't have no pack. They ain't never popped nothing. They ain't never stepped on nothing. They ain't never did nothing but went to jail for getting loaded or stealing. That's it. That's the main niggas that have something to say. You did?
Tiger Terry Monster said Giggity came a long way.
Yeah.
See, but look, if a man want to change and say, man, I'm a changed man, why y'all still got to hold him to where he used to be? That's the problem in the black community, dog.
All you got to do is don't do no business with him. If you still in the streets. I ain't in the streets. Shout out to Diesel too, man. Look, Diesel 30 flat. Cool dude. I talked to him the other day. Y'all go subscribe to his page, man. Look, Rudy, what you say, Rudy? I taught you how to use a gun. You feel what I'm saying? But just because I ain't finna talk about who got popped and who stepped to everybody, that ain't what I do. We not trying to teach nobody how to be a real gangster out here and how to not be a rat. I'm trying to teach you don't even go on the streets at all.
That shit is a farce.
Because y'all can see the streets ain't for a lot of these young dudes, bro. They ain't for them.
Though the streets ain't for nobody because we up against a system that want to destroy us.
Yeah.
That's what we got to understand. That's the deep understanding. The streets not for nobody, bro.
Let's get them likes up, man. Let's get them likes up, man. Let's hit that cash out. Think Twice podcast twice with the 2, man. Yeah.
You know? I don't like that fakeness, though. I don't like that, son.
Like I said, them dudes that be talking the most shit wasn't never nobody's in the street anyway.
Even if there was somebody, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't nobody up here.
Yeah, man.
You know, you just probably got some money and had a name, but you ain't you up here. You a goofy.
A goofy.
You a goof troop. And what you is.
Busy B. Appreciate you, Busy.
Thank you, Busy. You know? 50 name is Uptown, what the 50 name is on this thing? M3P.
Yeah.
M3P, you heard me? Dog, a lot of dudes that come up under me or come up around me, dog, a lot of them, dog, they tell me all the time. Man, my partner today, my little partner Ray sent me a picture of his grandson. He said, I'm a grandpa because of y'all, bro. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you mean by like, because I didn't tell my little partner to do the wrong thing. I ain't put no gun in his hand, man, go kill that nigga, man. Go smoke him. I ain't nor to tell him, man, what you going to do that for? What's happening with that? And if I felt like I couldn't stop him,
Be careful.
Be careful. But I didn't agitate them to tell them to go do no wrong thing, to do things, you know, that'll get them locked up. Or I didn't put no work in their hand to let them know they can hustle, knowing they can't hustle. Knowing they have to go to school. I didn't do that.
Let's get them likes up, man. Let's get the likes up, man. Hit that cash out. Think Twice pot. Y'all got Zelle, get them out, but it's my phone number or either my name, Shaddam Matern. But this is what I'm saying to y'all, man. This is what I'm saying to y'all. Our podcast is not to teach no young dudes how to be street dudes. How not to be a rat. If I tell you how not to be a rat, I'm telling you to get in the streets and do something illegal and don't tell on nobody. I'm trying to teach them, get them away from the streets. I've been through it.
Pork chops and pancakes, same twins. Y'all seen that interview Gator did with that yellow LB? Yeah, I saw that, bro. But listen, why we gotta get on there and shit on the dude, bro? If he chose to live like that, live it like, why? It's not my platform to get on there and tell the other black man now. It's been done already.
He said, y'all got to get gangster with Diesel on the show. I'm working on that right now.
Yeah, we talked about it.
And I wouldn't mind Ripper coming 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? Ripper 2. And Crypto Jeezy.
The level you also said, gangster ain't no rap. I don't. We back. We should be back by now. Let's see. We back? Thank you, Spicy Creole. Yeah, we back in the building, man.
We got something? We back?
Yeah, we back.
All right.
We back. But let me read the comment of the dude talking about gangster. Delaria also said, gangster ain't no rap. I don't care what a nigga said. If a nigga don't come forward, that he put him in jail, how he a rap? Shit, he beat the system if you ask me. See, we been said that, bro. But you know what? Niggas all type of things they want to say outside of that.
Still there.
You did? What I said was, ain't nobody come home and say, hey, I'm in jail because of him.
Get them lights up.
So it doesn't matter to me, bro.
Get
The
them
man
lights
changed
up,
his life,
man.
bro. A man changed his life. And let a man live his life and change it, bro. Who are you to try to stop a nigga from changing their life? That's phony.
You know why? Because they still want people to look at them as something that they never was. I don't have to have no. You think about what you won't think about me. There's a lot of dudes that say the twins was just cool. They wasn't this, they wasn't that. I don't care. Don't play with me.
Good.
Don't play with
Do me like you did Games for Super Sunday.
Yeah, do me like you did him. Leave me
Leave
alone.
him holler.
Leave me alone.
That's fake, man.
Yeah.
That ain't real, dog.
Y'all get them lights up, man. All these looking horn long niggas in here, man. Get the lights up.
But listen, we talking about Big U them, right? They did self-indict themselves, all the things they were saying.
Yeah.
You can't say that in anything. We know this is fair, but we
It's
know the
fair
feds
book.
watch this here, man.
It's fair book. One thing that we always had above a lot of other dudes around us, we was always intelligent. I always was a thinker. Always was a thinker, dude. Always. Again, man, this man been picked up for murder 4 times. We got picked up in front of people. This ain't no, made up shit.
No middle of the night type thing off the avenue.
Yeah, off the avenue. 4 times.
18 got them SUVs pulling up from Swarm on the park. Yeah.
I ain't never told on nobody. You dig? Spicy Creole say, too many young black men in modern day slavery, aka jail. We got to promote more brothers in politics to change laws that ain't for us. And the laws that do things against us.
Facts.
I agree. I agree with that.
You're right.
I agree with that.
You're right. But see, we're in a system.
Yeah, we in the system.
See what I'm saying? That's why I got this shirt on. But listen, unify or die.
Die.
Cause that's what's gonna happen, dog. There's too much disunity going on. Now, why you put your red hat on, bro? Ain't this crazy? We didn't even talk. We didn't even talk.
Say,
I put
look.
on my Pelican red one.
Bro. Rudy having said, bro, I really have a problem with people that's not active in the streets talking about who rats and who not. 90% of the people who talking about that they work 9 to 5. Say, but listen, I'm not here to say if gangster a rat or not. That ain't what I do. That ain't my thing to do. You understand what I'm saying? He said himself, I cooperated.
I broke the rules.
So what I got to say anything for? What I got to stand up for him for? He said that. But this is my thing. I'm not in the streets, dog. I don't care who you are. If you trying to get out here and do something for these children in the our community, I'm rocking with you. I don't care what you. Only person I wouldn't mess with is a pedophile.
That's it.
Yeah.
Pedophile I wouldn't mess with.
I ain't messing with no pedophiles.
See, even women crashing out nowadays. But see, they all crash out into that door slam behind them. Cling.
You can crash out all you want behind them doors.
And you go in that jail and you smell what jail smell like. I don't know if y'all know what jail smell like. I ain't never been to the feds or the big penitentiary, but I know what Tulane and Borough smell like, from HOD to 10th City to all that. Everything back there, the old parish. I know how it smelled back there. Templeman. Man.
Smell like feet and ass. Literally.
Man.
Literally. You know what I'm saying? You're right though, Rudy. Like, it's not up to me to say who real and who not. I don't even care. I want you to put that energy towards our community and bettering yourself and our families and our community and our children. But that's it.
And this is good. We talking about the internet. We talking about the boys out there in California, all over the world. A nigga they indict themselves. They go shoot somebody and tell them exactly what they did.
Extort somebody and tell them who help plan to hit and talk about it and all kinds.
Oh man, this world we live in now, bro.
Yeah, man.
This is beyond crazy to me, beyond ridiculous to me, bro.
Yeah. Look, Rudy said, yeah, we all went to jail at one time. All 15 of us.
15 of us went to jail at one time.
15 of us went to jail at one time.
Guess
My
what the
partner
charge
on here.
was? Guess what the charge was? Trespassing.
Trespassing.
We standing in Julio line about to go to the movies. About to go eat or something. You know, this the homies.
Yeah.
We about to go eat or something. Everybody first got their clothes on. Man, the police swarmed that thing and took all of us to jail for trespassing, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. Yep. What's up, grind time?
What's happening, homie? Spicy Creole said, I don't blame him. Well, with that, if a man can get another chance on life and all other players is dead, shit, sing like a canary. I don't necessarily agree with that because it's still cooperating. But I do agree with coming home and changing your life and helping people to get some money.
I agree with it.
Outside the streets.
I agree with it.
We don't have to agree on everything.
Right, we don't. But let me tell you something else. When you go to jail and they say, step out the cell, step in the cell, go wash, go eat, you cooperate.
Yeah. Feed up.
You cooperate.
You cooperate. You gonna cooperate in
Put
that?
your hand behind your back.
You
stick
cooperating.
your hand through the cell. You cooperating. When they give you them tools and that go, and say go till that field,
You cooperate.
you cooperating. So don't man, come on, man. That's real.
Yeah, Florida Geese say ninjas are only gangsters when it comes to each other. When law enforcement pull up, you can have 30 ninjas with 30 guns, and you'll see it ass, teeth, and elbow. The street life is overrated. I was one of them. I was one of them.
You said a mouthful right there.
We all ran with guns. Every dude on here that ran with a gun before.
We ran with them.
That's facts.
That's facts, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said, it's lovely out here. It's too late to go at something important. I have a good thing going.
Yeah.
My life, too.
Yeah.
I got a good life. My life is good, bro.
You trespassing on your own porch, that's some bull crap. Man, yeah, you go to jail for that for real.
Just like Florida Geechee said, bro. Guess what? When the police pull up, niggas run.
Let's get them lights up, man. We had 130 people, 140 people in here, man. They done ran up. We talking about this real shit. They done ran up out of here. We talking about building and being real in our youth and our community. Oh, they leaving. We ain't talking about nothing messy. You feel me? Yeah, man. Harold Nelson said the most gangster thing can be done nowadays is to stay out the way. And rule number 2, stay out of nigga business. Facts.
Big Money Sweet said, right, gangster came home and he created avenues that once wasn't. Cause see if he came home back to the BS, people still sucking their past. It's so hard they accept not.
See, people to think, no, that's not them niggas' past.
Man, listen.
Hold up, let me say this before you go on. The niggas that's talking wasn't nobody's in the streets.
Listen, that's irrelevant because some niggas that talking shit was somebody in the streets. But let me say this here.
I say most of them that's talking.
Let me say this here. If gangsters would have came home and they had no motion, wasn't making no money, nigga wouldn't have said nothing.
They wouldn't have cared nothing about what he had going on.
Success is the greatest revenge to these niggas that don't like you, dog.
Success is the fuel to motivation, man.
That's the fact right there, dog.
Yeah.
That's the fact. If he wasn't making no money, if he wasn't instrumental, people wasn't listening to him, they wouldn't even say nothing.
They wouldn't even speak on his name.
Because guess what? They got niggas that live on the same block as you, same neighborhood as you, that really ratted on niggas. That niggas say, hey, I'm in jail because of him, and you don't tell them nothing.
Nigga smoke your partner, be right around you, ain't doing him nothing. Man, go sit, man, that shit is phony to me, bro. You got rats right around you, niggas that killed your partner, that jacked you and robbed you and everything. You ain't telling them nothing. But since this man that got on the internet and jumping and doing this thing, everybody won't say this, that, and the third. The only person, like even gangsters say this, the only person that should have a problem with me is Hot.
And he know why. I don't know why.
He don't know why. I don't know why, but he said that. So that's another reason why I stay out of nigga business.
YO said, question, how do y'all feel about LeBron going to Pat McAfee, a white man, to talk about Stephen A as a black man? Let me explain something to you. Any platform we don't went on is a white man platform. We don't own no platforms like that.
Right.
Big enough like that. See what I'm saying?
Well, he just mean they podcast.
You know?
He don't be on no black podcast.
You know? Well, that's why I say big enough.
Taz Poole said, I did 10 days, I felt like a hoe when that man told me strip. Yeah, strip and open your ass.
Yeah, open your ass.
You cooperate. You gonna cooperate when they put you behind them balls. Corey Williams says, success breeds hate and anger. They can't control it.
They can't, bro.
Man, that's the biggest comment bar right there.
Picked up by the fans.
That ain't true. That's a lie.
They raided his house.
They ain't even do that. That's a lie. They said they never even fuck with it. Man, Adam is one of them.
Yeah.
He's one of them.
Yeah. But check this out. When those mobsters right on the mob boss and the murders, they got movie deals and police protection. Man.
And nobody say nothing about them.
Not a word. What's up, Big Al? What's up, homie? What's up, dude? That's my homie.
And this thing ain't much about no giggity, bro.
Yeah.
It's just that it's dudes in the streets, you know what I'm saying, who have a problem with somebody because they doing something, got something going on,
because they got motion.
Because they got motion.
They emotional, we got motion. It's the difference. They emotional, we got motion. It's the king say, already got bro who on the live say so P on camera, face showing clearly. Too many cameras out here to be doing dumb-ish. They can't think. They can't think, but they're incapable of thinking.
Not just that, dog. That you right. They is, but you know what else about them? They be so anxious for that money that they'll do anything. You'll do anything to get some money, dog.
They don't think about consequences or nothing.
You'll do anything. You know what I'm saying? Say, but I've been hungry for money. I ain't gonna crash out like that.
Exactly. What's up, Ed? I heard him talking about today on the bloggers. We not bloggers, we podcasters. So we don't necessarily just talk about people. We talk about, we even get on the knowledge in here. We talk about religion. We talk about politics. We talk about
each other.
Everything.
All kind of
human
things.
behavior.
Yeah. Me and Rashid been beefing for 2 days. But this my dog. It ain't personal. We not emotional. We got motion. You know what I'm saying?
The difference between being emotional and having emotion.
Right.
It's the difference, bro. And at the end of the day, bro, listen, and we're gonna get off this rat thing. Ain't no money in talking about no rats. Nobody don't give a damn. Nobody don't care.
If you feel like a dude a rat, don't fuck with him. Bottom line.
Period.
That's the beginning and the end of all that right there. Period. The mother blogs told stories on Big U. They did. They did. The mother blogs told stories on Big U. But this the thing, dog. Big U,
was wild.
Brick Baby, he was really doing the shit that they was talking about. That's the difference.
Big using the camera itself saying you better check in.
Yeah.
If not, we're gonna take all your equipment. That's like you can't do that on camera, man. 'Cause the feds gonna fan their hand with that.
And look, Spider Low knew it too. He kind of hinted at it, but he ain't really said they about to start arresting niggas. He kind of hinted at it.
No limit ain't checked in.
You did?
No limit ain't check in. They ain't had to.
Nope.
Ain't no New Orleans nigga checking in nowhere when they go nowhere, man.
ain't
We
know
too
who-
bold for that.
I think we ain't know who to call to check in. That's probably what it was. We ain't nobody phone number.
Like, who we gonna call?
Yeah, who we gonna call in?
All these crazy ass Cali killers out here, you gonna man, that'd have been a big old shootout.
That'd have been wild.
Man.
Slim wanted to go get him one time. I hold up, Slim.
Keep on and say, twins, who y'all talking about be hating on y'all?
Slim.
Twins, who y'all talking about be hating on y'all? I ain't about, hold up, nobody in particular.
But there's a lot of
It's a
them.
gang of them. They see me and they holler, but behind closed doors, yeah, that type of
Put it
time.
like this. You can't talk about a nigga, they ain't gonna get back to him when he a real nigga. They gonna tell him, man, look what nigga said. Whoop.
Shit, bro, I can't put a name on it, keep behind. There's too many niggas. It's a whole gang of
You know
them.
something?
You know something? You put a name on it. What you say?
That's my glasses in front there.
Yeah. It's too many niggas to put a name on it. And I don't even know all of them. And I can't put a name on it because nigga ain't gonna say it to my face. To be honest with you. So you saying put a name on it, I can't cause nigga pussy.
They ain't gonna tell it to me.
So I can't put a name on it. I just know it's being said. That's all. What's up, Long? What's up now?
Big Al said, I'm chilling. Y'all come to Blodgett Food Hall and holler at me. 2616 Blodgett Street, and that's for Al. The name of the restaurant is Gumbo Joe's. All right, we gonna come in there.
Gumbo Joe's.
We in there.
If you're in Houston, y'all go check out Gumbo Joe's, man. What y'all know about Carlos Marcello? He was a mobster.
He was a mobster
In
from New Orleans. Yep.
New Orleans, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember that Wayne situation? He was ducking the whip. I don't know what y'all talking about.
What's happening, fam? Toad. What's up, Toad?
Who y'all talking about? Birdman? Birdman ain't never said nothing about the twins, bro. No, I'd never go against Birdman or Sugar Slim.
But the thing about it, there's no rap cat. Look, I don't know who the niggas is that's hating. Niggas that too many niggas be hating on y'all. I'm like, who they like, don't worry about it, twin.
I can't make a nigga tell me who hating on me.
But even if I did know the name, I wouldn't say it on my podcast to let them, to get them niggas no clout.
Yeah.
I just said, that's phony to me, bro.
Yeah.
When Skipper sit down with Gangster, nigga ain't gonna tell Skipper nothing. And I salute him for that. Nigga ain't tell Diesel nothing. But you selective on who you want to say, man, that nigga phony, man, that nigga's jive. Taking pictures
We
with
didn't
niggas.
say nigga name before who we found out said something, but I'd be damn if I give him any more clout on my platform. We got 111 people in here. There'll be 100 less people that know who they is. So it's a place to put a name on.
I tell you what, when nigga talk about me, tell them say they said their name.
Yeah, tell them say their name.
Tell the twins I said it.
Yeah,
That's what they need to do.
Yeah.
Instead of, what's up, dog, when you see a nigga.
yeah.
Whoa, what's up, big dog, when you see a nigga.
What's up, homie? Y'all doing y'all thing on the internet, huh?
Because if I know you don't fuck with me when you say what's up, I'm gonna grab my dick at you.
Yeah.
That's how the twins roll.
Rudy said y'all can't cook. Rudy cook white shrimp, so he can't tell me nothing about no food. Rudy ain't no chef. You hear me?
He said Marcelo was on that JFK hit.
Yeah.
In Tulane. They playing in the French Quarter.
In the French Quarter.
They playing that hit in the French Quarter, though. Yeah.
Mhm.
A lot of things happen in New Orleans that people don't be knowing about, man. The mob still got control of New Orleans, man.
Yeah.
Who you think on all them balls on Bourbon Street? The French Quarter, all of them houses, man? Come on, bro.
He said, I got love from y'all, bro. Same way, shit, bro. I tell people about y'all all the time. The reason why we reach out to people and shout people out is because of y'all. No Rap Cap Podcast. Y'all were the ones who helped us get this and do that. Y'all need to do this, twin. Y'all need to do that. It was never no fake shit with y'all,
But
dog.
you know what, though?
The love genuine.
Another reason why is they're not going to tell y'all why they don't like a nigga. Like, man, y'all going to look at them niggas like, man, that's phony, man. That's fake.
Yeah.
That's phony. Dog, every man ain't their own man, but everybody can't do what y'all do. Everybody can't do what we do, bro. You really put yourself in a position to where a nigga can throw slugs and say things about you that's phony.
Yeah.
I know y'all don't care. We don't care either. But we gonna talk about it, though.
Nightmare on YouTube Street said, can't nobody take nothing from y'all boys. Y'all been off the porch and still here to talk about it. Salute. That's another reason why I'm trying to validate what I did in the streets.
Right.
If you know me, if you know, you know. This dude, Gas, shit, bro, believe it or not, we had a relationship in the street. We don't even talk about that. We had a relationship in the street with Gas before he even started about a podcast, before we even thought about a podcast.
Right. Frog had to remind me.
Yeah, Frog had to remind me, man.
West Island said I have friends that went to prison had to do whatever they told you. When to eat, when to shower, when to come out your cell, and refuse to join the army because they didn't want nobody telling them anything.
Yeah. So y'all still here for a reason. Facts.
You know?
Maroon said, do y'all think there's a future for blacks?
Nigga,
Finish
damn.
that, Kareem.
He said, do y'all think there's a future for blacks as a group, not individually? In America, could we ever really have power in a non-black nation? I think integration made us a permanent underclass. We said that.
You said that.
That's all we
talked
said.
about
Look,
that last show.
look at my shirt, bro. Look at my shirt, bro. Unified died, bro. This come from What's Up Africa, dude from Philly. You dig?
Yeah.
We gotta unify or die. That's the key. We gotta unify as a people, bro.
That shit look like bullets. Yeah.
You know what we talked about, bro? You know what we talked about? When I was a little boy, brother, Sale Street, everything that was on the Sale Street was owned by black people, bro. Everything on the Sale Street was owned by black people, bro.
Yeah.
It's about to come back, man, whether they like it or not.
Yeah, about to come back. Let them go to integration. I mean, that segregation. I'm all in.
Yeah, I'm all in.
You know, everything on Durgin Walk, black. MLK, black.
LaSalle Street, black.
Claiborne Street, black-owned businesses, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they can do what they won't do.
Yeah.
We gotta
They
get
got a
on
towel
code.
in the sink, Rasheen.
We gotta get on code and
Get on code, bro. So no rap, back to no rap. No rap podcast was the ones who have us always shouting people out and pushing their podcasts, being positive, because they were positive towards us. They set the tone.
And they helped us.
And they helped me. That's my dudes, man.
All day.
Yeah, Booby
my
Black.
dudes.
Booby Black, a real dude, son.
Mm-hmm. See, a lot of people don't know. I got a history with Booby Black.
I definitely got one on the game.
What I mean is, I've been knowing him since I was a little bitty boy. He's been knowing me since I was a little boy. His cousin is my first cousin. His cousin is on his mama's side. He's on my mama's side too. It's my mama brother's son.
Yeah.
I've been knowing since I was little. I used to go around and, what's up, cuz?
Yeah.
Shit like that.
So I always got love and respect for Booby Black, man. You know what I'm saying? He a real dude, dude. Ralphie D. Rest in peace, big Ralphie D, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, R.I.P. Ralphie D.
Free
man.
Lil Ralph at that.
Free Lil Ralph.
What up, Shalita? What's up, Miss Jew? What's happening?
Yep. What's up, Kobe? What's up, Fat?
Yeah, Shot. What's
Big
up?
Ralph.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's my dog, man. R.I.P. Ralph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said the projects changed about time y'all came up. At one time, it was about unity and education. Lots of people in the PJs went to private school.
Well, you know what made it change? The leadership.
The leadership.
The leadership made our project change and it became like that, bro.
Y'all get them ones up. Y'all get them ones up, man. Get them likes up, man. Hit that cash out. Hit that super chat, man. We pushing positivity and unity over here. And go ahead.
B said, we need the young niggas to tap into y'all podcast. Y'all dropping nothing but gems. Respect. See, that's what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
That's really why we started the podcast, bro. That's why it's called Think Twice.
Yeah.
It was really fun because when we started out, we was boots on the ground, even in Houston, dog.
Yeah.
Doing feed ups, helping the youngsters, going feed the poor, passing out things to tell the police when they pull you over. I am a revolutionary, bro.
Yeah.
Straight up. I've been in police stations in the country in Texas when the Klan was pulling up.
Yeah.
When the Klan was downtown, Houston, we were face to face with them with our guns. They had their guns.
Yeah.
Real talk. Ask somebody.
Yeah.
Ask them.
Dr. Creole said people used to be about competing about who had the best yard and garden. That's a fact. My brother grandmother, rest in peace, Miss Pauline, she had a garden. You dig?
Yep.
Yeah. No rap cap. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, Gaz.
For that super chat. Thank you, Gaz.
Appreciate that, bro.
If y'all haven't subscribed, man, y'all go subscribe to No Rap Cap Podcast. That's the biggest podcast in the South right now. Some real solid dudes.
And they helped us, bro.
They helped us.
The reason why we have because of them dudes helping us, they send people to our page and, that's the coldest thing. It ain't no hate, bro. That's the coldest thing, bro. When dudes unify and come together, bro, fake dudes hate that.
They don't like that.
They don't like that, bro.
But that's why they're successful, though. That's why they're successful.
Well, success is the best revenge for a nigga that's a hater.
Yeah.
Just keep on shining.
They're successful because they really genuinely help people. You know what I'm saying? That's fire. Edward Jones say, Booby, Gangster, and Ripper all got what they felt off their chest.
Off their chest.
Off their chest. There and Peace Father the little after. Can't beat that at No Rap Cap.
Salute them boys, man.
They're the reason for that.
Yeah.
And I nigga Gas, he
That's
asking the
because
questions.
Gas. That's because of Gas. He be asking them.
The real questions.
He be asking me like, get out of there, all that.
All that,
Let's just get
no,
out the
fuck
way.
that.
Fuck that. We
Whoop
gonna
the whoop.
ask this.
Yes,
Fucking.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody could do what Gas do, son. The way he do it, that bitch crazy.
No,
You
that's
dig?
why I like him, because that's some shit I do if I interview. I'm going to actually ask the dirty question.
I say, Mina's a real cool dude. Didn't y'all go to read with Mina? Yeah, I went to read. I think y'all went to read with him.
Mm-hmm. I think he might have went to
Gas,
Fanny.
that little
I'm not
dude
sure.
got up on you, though, dog. You ain't said nothing.
Yeah, he gonna get on him. Yellow PZM.
Yellow PCM? Yeah, he got up on the gas.
Who is Gas? Look at Gas.
I said, oh, man, he going
Bro,
to gas?
Let me tell you something.
Oh,
Let me tell you how real I am. I could vouch that at one
He
time,
was juicing.
Gas was a street nigga. Me personally. He ain't got to tell y'all again whenever he would say that. But I'll say it.
You can't
Gas
tell
a
the way
street
he
nigga.
talk that come from the city.
But I'm saying, but you never hear him say that. He don't even say it.
No, just how you talk, though.
I can
His
tell.
demeanor.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know? Yes, indeed, Gas, bitch. I've been told you was famous.
Yeah. He said,
Yeah.
take brothers like y'all and many others to guide the youth. We try our best.
Man,
So-
some dudes they can't.
Can't get the guy.
And that's why a lot of our hate come from. I had to talk to my cousin earlier. He's like, man, Cause sometimes I vent sometimes. He like, man, don't trip off that shit, bro. He said, look, like you said, nigga can't say y'all were phony, y'all was lame, that y'all was,
They hit your girl.
They hit your girl.
Had no lady or baby mama.
So how you gonna come at it? How you gonna come at a nigga, man? What else you gonna say about me? And when you see me, you're damn gonna say, Twin, you old fake niggas, I'm gonna sneak you. I'm gonna punch you down.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. You ain't gonna do that to me.
That boy say, I'm gonna just be shining a light on him now. Birdman made gangster take it down. I ain't never seen the interview, dog, because I don't have nothing against Yellow Piece in him, to be honest with you.
I seen some of it.
I think he a cold rapper, and that's all I'm gonna leave it at that.
Well, he just off.
Johnson & Johnson, Gas come off as an ex-bully, LOL. Shout out Gas. Gas don't never talk about being no street nigga, dude, but I know he was a street nigga.
Yeah.
For a fact.
Now you snitching.
You a rat. Oh, you a rat.
Yeah, you doing all that.
All these niggas crazy,
Nigga
dog.
crazy out here,
These
dog.
niggas crazy, son.
Crazy, bro.
Man.
Crazy,
That's
bro.
crazy, dog.
Our people, bro, we so messed up in the head, bro. We so messed up, bro. Say, bro, sometimes I be wanting to go to another planet, bro. Just go somewhere else, bro. It's crazy, bro.
What? What glass?
Be right here.
It's let them talk, cuz. That's all it is. Just talk. Anyone gonna approach y'all unless it's on a sneak tip.
Facts.
And they better sneak good.
Better sneak good.
You better sneak good if you gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
Edward Jones said, yeah, I think Gangster talked to the family on the back end. He used to not mention somebody. Now he mentioned him again, but not bad like he used to. I noticed that little change.
Man, let me say this here. Let me tell you why you niggas so phony and it burn under my skin. Cause you niggas will say something about a nigga messing with gangster, but you know how many niggas talk to this man, bro?
We be around Gangster, bro. That boy phone be ringing. Niggas, man, shit, bro. It's not for me to say who messed with him, but if niggas knew, boy, you niggas would be, y'all
shut up.
Y'all be past phony.
You'll shut up.
You'll shut up.
You'll be quiet. You put your finger on your lip.
If you niggas knew.
If you niggas only knew, boy.
Look, Gas say, I'm 39. Been on the street 19 years. If you know, you know. I just be cooling. I hide that from my 7-year-old.
You supposed to, bro.
Well, Gas, here go the thing. You know we know.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't no fake shit. This ain't no, Gas know we know. And we know, that's the only thing that matters.
Grime time notice. I heard Skip out the mouth saying he ready to squash the beef.
Yeah.
They about to sit down and have a convo.
Yeah.
How many niggas gonna say, man, Skip rip a phone? You ain't gonna say anything about Ripper. You know why? Ripper in the city, and Ripper might sit and punch your head off. You coward, scary ass niggas.
You ain't gonna say that about Diesel. You know Diesel was a gangster.
You ain't gonna say that about Diesel either.
You're not gonna say that about Diesel, but you're a slick side trying to throw something toward the twins like I wouldn't do the same thing to you. Keep thinking that.
Gilbert said Gas and Real one grew up with him. Same street, Harvey stand up. Riding it real to the toenail. Believe that.
Believe that.
Straight up.
Somebody even know the man's name was riding it, bro. Oh, you a rat. You a rat.
You snitching.
You snitching.
Niggas crazy, bro. Edward Jones said that was a beautiful thing for real. Respect to Skipper for that. Say, but you know what? All real men felt like that when he said, man, I sit down with him and squash that. You know what nigga said? That's what's up.
That's what's up.
That's what real men supposed to do, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That type of thing should be saluted.
Yeah.
You know, and celebrated, dog.
Yeah. I think it was admirable, because like I said, I met Skip. When I met Skip, I didn't never know who Skip was, but I'm just a real one. I see he trying to do his thing. I see the way his direction he's trying to go in. So I always say, y'all go check out Ripper, man.
Right.
Y'all go out of the pocket, intelligent dude. That's how I really feel. I ain't dick riding no nigga.
You know how I really feel too, bro? Anybody that's still alive from our era, you alive and you free, I gotta salute you.
Your
dog.
name clean?
I know what you came from.
Yeah.
I know what you've been through. We've been through the same, no matter if you're from the Calio, Melf, St. Thomas, 6 and Barone, 2nd and D,
Yeah.
4th Street, Phillip, Josephine.
Don't matter.
Anywhere in the city.
Don't matter.
Bro, we went through hell
Yeah.
in that city, bro.
And I'm talking about not just jackers and killers. We got to deal with narcs,
Crooked police.
safe home, jump out boy. The jump out boy in safe home was gangster, man. It was some gangsters. Safe home will pull up on you, dog. You wouldn't even know them bitches sitting right there.
Mm-hmm.
This on my mom. Anybody will tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, them dude was sneaky, man.
I done seen Ripper a couple of times at Jay's place in the shopping mall. He be by himself chilling.
When I met him, he was by himself chilling.
Frank TV, Johnson & Johnson. What's up, JJ, bro?
What's up? What's up, Frank?
Grab B standing on 10 toes, brother.
Believe that.
Say, bro, all I'm saying is, bro, if we want to change as a people, our mentality got to change. We can't think the same we think in the 80s and the 90s. It's 2025.
And we can't be pushing these young men that's watching us, watching these podcasts to tell them how to be in the streets.
We got to tell the man, get out the
Get
streets.
out the streets. Leave that shit alone.
You know why? All the time we've been, look, everybody that's been in the streets that's in this podcast, that's on this podcast, right, they can tell you, dog, how much they lost. Not what they gained, they tell you who we lost in the streets, bro. You know,
we be trying to help all of you too.
Yeah,
I'm trying to help you.
Man, matter of fact, speaking of that, it had a manager at a property I used to service.
At a what? A property.
A property I used
okay.
to service.
I ain't hear you,
And she's a white lady, but she got a mixed kid. A boy, he got stopped by the cops. He did get profiled.
Yeah, racially profiled.
He did get racially profiled.
Yeah.
And she called me to give him a talk about how you
handle
that. When
yeah,
you
that's
talk
good.
to the police,
That's good,
he
Rob.
really think
That's good, Rob.
He see his mom all day.
Yeah.
And he got privilege.
Yeah. He don't understand.
No.
It don't work like that.
Listen, that's why I say, bro, listen, if you can think what you want, bro, right? No matter how much money you got, how much you think you in with them, but society will remind you who you are and what you are.
And where you stand. What's up, A-Wise?
They always gonna remind you. What's up, A-Wise? What's up, homie?
Yahoo 9 TV said, for real, teach the youngsters to get trades and let them know the streets is fake. We always do that, bro.
That's what I tell them.
All the time.
We chasing a dream that we'll never be able to get to. We chasing the yellow brick road. Ain't no end to that road, bro. But you know what the end of it is? The penitentiary is this way, the graveyard that way.
And they come to a fork.
The penitentiary that way, the graveyard that way. Eventually you're gonna get there if you don't figure it out. What you think they build new jails for? You think they're gonna build new jails thinking they ain't gonna fill them up?
They there for a reason.
Man, come on, bro.
He said, Rocker True Miller, no facial hair. He got a little goatee. You don't see that goatee?
I think got some on his chin.
I got a little flavor.
I'm a Hogan of that. I'm on the Hogan side. Listen. That's cool.
He said, I always tell them youngsters to get them a trade. They'll get you paid.
Facts.
Yeah, because the streets will get you laid.
Streets will get
down,
you laid.
down forever.
Yeah.
And I don't even got to shit.
And see, you know what, bro? Niggas be so stupid, dog, when they go so hard against niggas trying to change their life. Like, what you think that's gonna project to the youth when you tell motherfuckers, nigga, rat, what you think that's gonna project to the youth? Say, bro, listen, don't even put it, listen, I would never tell my nephews or my son or my child about no street codes, because I don't even want them in the streets.
Right. Do
You
something else.
stupid peepering ass niggas. We trying to tell them get out the streets. You ain't got to worry about being a rat, because you ain't gonna be in the streets.
Ain't everybody ratting on you because you ain't gonna be in it.
You ain't gonna be in the streets. You gonna do something else.
They make the street shit look fun when they really not in it.
We not raising niggas to be real street niggas on this podcast.
That ain't what you doing over here, homie.
We tell them to get out the streets, don't even get in the streets. It ain't for everybody. That's why they made sidewalks. Streets ain't for everybody. Little soldier one, take a look at city to city, town to town. The black population,
our country.
Yeah, city our country. The black population went down through the decades, just how you said. Pins are cemeteries.
And
Facts,
it's gonna keep happening.
Yeah.
You hear what I said, but look, they got jails right now, though, that's empty.
Yeah.
And they building them.
Yeah.
What you think they building them for?
Yeah.
Why you think they building them, dog? They trying to fight crime. Come on, man.
Man, come on, man.
Come on, fam. And look, everybody that blog and got a podcast, but it's not ratting and snitching and telling on it. We ain't self-indicting ourselves, dog. Some platform use to uplift our people.
Yeah. And this one of them.
And you niggas can't do it, so y'all hate.
Yeah, you don't possess the vernacular, the intelligence to say the things that we saying. So that's why niggas hate on the sideline. But most of you, I'm gonna tell you niggas to your face, most of you niggas that's hating on us, you wasn't never shit. You ain't got no street respect for having no pack, popping nothing, stepping on nothing, having no females. You was dirty. You wasn't never nothing. So that's why you gotta hate the way you hate. But it's cool, because guess what? I'm still fresh. I look good. I ain't never hated on nobody. My reputation clean, and I'm a real motherfucker. Period. Spicy Crew says, it's always the uneducated that teach negative things. Facts. Edward Jones says, it's a coincidence. They lowered the law to get guns while building new prisons and jails. Think about that kind of shit we secretly laugh about right there.
Yeah, we laugh about. We done the wrong too.
Yeah, man.
I need a shot.
Yeah.
When somebody do
5 minutes, y'all. Put the ones up.
Your chiefing, and somebody do that, just tell them watch it.
Watch out that now.
Why not?
Right now, give me your. He said, right now, give me your introduction.
Huh?
What do you mean your introduction? I don't understand.
Oh, that I'm just showing up? Oh, you coming late too?
Yeah.
Is that a coincidence? They lowered the law to get guns while building new prisons and jails. Think about that. Put it like this, man. If you legal to carry, you need to carry, bro.
Yep.
Because the time's gonna come, we gotta protect our community, protect ourselves. I wish they come. Please bring the segregation back. Please do. Please do it. Do it, please do it. Bring it back.
Yeah.
Because you know why? That 1.7 billion we spend every year, or go to our community instead of going to everybody else. And instead of, and I got nothing against my Arabs and my Asians, bro. But every store in our community from California to Boston, the Arab or the Chinese person got a store in our community, bro.
They do.
You think that's by accident?
You know what? Just not to get off subject real. This is something I heard a broad made a blog today. I ain't never been to no Africa. My mom ain't never been to Africa. I ain't never been. I tell you what you do, you silly ass Negro. You go into that corner store in your neighborhood and that little Palestinian boy behind the counter with that thing on his head, guess what he is? He ain't never been to Palestine, but he a Palestinian. He a Palestinian. He ain't never been a French bulldog born in Miami. It's still a French bulldog, not a Miami bulldog. Any white person in America will tell you, I'm a European. Yeah, I'm American, but I'm from France. I'm Irish. I'm Italian. I'm this, that, and the third. You the only nigga that have no identity. That's why we can't win.
Florida Geechee said, while we worrying about being steppers and new snitching, meanwhile the Chinese are focusing on advancing in technology, education, industrial, agriculture, economics, wealth, etc.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact, bro.
All facts. I've been seeing people saying God's name is Sophia. Y'all ever heard this before?
Nah, bro.
Because I know God has many meanings and definitions.
That's crazy.
God is one who's worthy of praise. God is one who you give divinity to.
Lawrence Bell said we fucked up as a whole, bro. Now,
That's
yeah,
facts.
we are, but who all responsible to change it? Before I leave, I'm gonna try my best. You know what I'm saying? I can go anything. I can die in a car wreck. I can get shot. I can
Anything
die
can
in my
happen.
sleep. Anything can happen. But before I go, you know what I want nigga to say about me? Man, Lil Tuna's trying to get everybody to come together and unify and love black people and, you know,
Protect our women,
women.
our community.
If I can leave with that legacy, I'm cool. I'm not running with no niggas here on the sideline about who I associate with, who I take pictures with, who I'm down with. I ain't worrying about none of that bullshit, man. I'm my own man.
Yeah.
I come out the womb with this man right here. This is my dog. But I'm still my own man. I only got 10 toes, nigga. Us together is 30 toes. I got to stand on 10 of them. See what I'm saying? I got to stand on these 10.
No matter what. No matter how the cut go.
Gun network, we the lick. Of
Yeah.
course we the lick.
Yeah.
They know we they power, man.
Yeah.
That's not for us. See, they supposed to have something on April 15th or something, and they telling people, black people, that's not your fight, man. That's not our fight.
Facts.
We don't have to go, don't go none of that crap. Talking about 1 million Americans going march. Man, that's not
Going
our
march for
fight.
what?
March for what? I ain't heard that one, bro.
Yeah, lace me up, cuz.
They going march is supposed to be something for Elon Musk and Trump. Let me see.
Know what I seen? I seen the real thing about DEI, right? Everybody was so mad about DEI. That shit benefited white women, man. It benefited white women more than anybody. Any demographic benefited white women. Y'all learned on the Think Twice podcast.
Edward Jones said, America is built on drama and violence. That's the economy here. Hell, that's our love language. Back in the 50s, my movie was the biggest Wild West movies in the 40s.
Facts.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, dog.
You know?
Twins real review got punched down in y'all park. Yeah, we seen that. Kivana. And he made it worse. Instead of him just taking his lick. Because look, I'm going to tell you one thing about me. The way he got punched down, that'll never, ever, ever happen to me.
First of all, none of them had no hands.
None of them had
None of them
no
couldn't
hands.
fight.
That boy threw his shit up like this.
Like Shamar.
That boy tried to hit him with a whole backwards under fist.
These dudes ain't got no hands,
Man, what are
man.
you doing, man?
These dudes ain't got no hands.
I'm gonna fight and I'm gonna shoot. What I'm saying in other words is, I had a whole lot of, I've been fighting before I even got in the streets. From elementary school all the way to high school to the military to whatever. I ain't win all my fights, son. So I ain't scared to get my ass whipped.
Me either. You gotta bring it.
You got to bring it with me.
They tripping, man.
And Darryl said, if they bring back segregation, will it come with police in our own community? I hope so.
I hope so.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Because really, though, the truth is, if you have police in your community, they're supposed to be funding that community.
Facts.
Where we live at, man, police like Wayne Kenner and Harahan and stuff
Right.
become police to Magnolia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That boy say Jay Snap Saws and them. Huh, bro, guess what? A lot of them went to jail. Look, I'm talking about for murder, stealing,
Yep.
debauchery, all kind of shit.
Flat top and ponytail went to jail.
Yeah.
Fast Eddie died on the bridge.
Yep.
You heard me?
Drove his car clean off the bridge. Felix, our name was Officer Felix. We used to call him Fast Eddie.
She said, your cousins wasn't no punks, they were fighters. Yeah,
Of course, on both sides.
on both sides, bro.
Of my family.
See, the thing is, bro, I come from a different era. I came from the era to where you gonna get punched in the mouth.
You're going to get punched in your mouth. Even if you can fight.
Even if you can fight, you gonna get hit in your face. You understand what I'm telling you?
Say that again.
You gonna get hit in your face.
Yeah, they going to punch in your mouth.
I promise you this.
Yeah.
You gonna get hit. You gonna get punched in your chest, hitting your ribs and all that. You can't go get no gun from nobody in my era. You gonna fight back? You know what I'm saying? Now when I got older, yeah, the gunplay came in.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about when I was young. You know, my young early teens and all that, bro.
Look, like what a person say, my ghetto heroes. I watch them live fast. I watch them die slow. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
And everybody talk about in that song was real steppers out that Cali, man. Put a name on it and stop it. Say, bro, it's so many niggas I can't even put a name on it.
I told you, hold up. I told you 10 double M.
Yeah.
A nigga that I roll with all the time.
Yeah.
He talk about a nigga like a dog, but I don't know the niggas who do. I just get back to me like, man, niggas be hating on y'all.
Niggas ain't got the balls to say.
I be like, who?
Twins.
He be like, man, don't worry about it, but you know, Ski Boo called and told me, man, nigga be hating.
Yeah, Ski Boo
Big
ain't
Chad called to me, nigga be hating.
Ski Boo ain't say no names, but he let no nigga be hating.
He let nigga be hating on the nigga, bro.
And he did right by not saying no names. If nigga got the balls to say it, I say a nigga name. But nigga don't have the balls to say the twins' name.
Y'all know who it is.
Yeah.
And they tell it to y'all. They
Yeah.
don't tell it to me.
They ever came on here? No. Or they probably looking right now. We got 130 people in, 95 of them, we got 100 likes. They in here right now.
They be looking.
Yeah,
They be looking.
Yeah,
Man,
man.
them bitch ass niggas, man. I don't like them niggas, man.
Yeah.
Them niggas still dressing like them twin ass niggas, man.
All
Them niggas ain't like that. They ain't street like that.
All that shit.
And know what I was saying? I was saying, man, I'm not like that. No, I wasn't. I ain't like that, dog. But know what my partner was saying? Twin, why y'all keep saying y'all ain't like that, dog?
Yeah,
Stop telling me y'all is like that.
Y'all is like that.
Stop
Why
telling
y'all-
me. I see, because I don't want niggas to think online. I try to perpetuate that I'm like that so niggas see me somewhere and try to test me.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to fail.
Yeah, I'm going to fail. I'm going to fail
I'm
that
going to fail that test.
Because there ain't going to be no Hemi shit with these niggas. I promise you.
I'm going to fail that test.
There ain't
homie.
going to be no Hemi shit over here. You better not fucking run up on me, put their hands on me, man. I don't care what who you is.
He said the haters making y'all famous. Man, look.
There it is. That's how I am. Don't tell me nothing nobody said without telling me who. Just me, bro. I'm like that too.
And they could have told me who it is, but I don't want to give them no flack on my page.
Yeah.
I don't want to say their name on my page, give them no notoriety on my page, no matter what nobody saying. They can say their name.
So some of them names we could
Fuck them
call.
niggas. I ain't saying their name.
We ain't calling none of their names.
I ain't calling none of their names. Fuck them. Because they ain't going to say it to my face, so they don't need to be recognized on my platform.
Niggas said your name on their podcast. No, we didn't. We ain't acknowledged near one of you cool cat ass niggas. Not one of y'all.
And then the thing is, you got no reason to hate me, dog.
Yeah.
I ain't sold no drugs and nothing on the street. I have my own clique that I talk to every day, right now. I still talk to them. You heard me? I wasn't messing with none of you niggas on late. Well, I probably was.
But they ain't know, and they ain't care anyway.
But it's been 20 years removed from that, dog. You still got animosity in your heart? When I walk around, I step on the scene, and I'm fresh, and I got my cologne on, I'm lined up, I got money in my pocket. You hate that?
You can't
Get you
tell
some.
me shit.
Get like me, son.
Yeah. Can't tell me
Don't
shit.
hate me, man. That's fake.
I ain't got time to make no nigga. I'm somewhere for getting full, feeling nice, trying to check, see what the
That's what
females
women do.
talking
Then they
about.
got another problem. Be like, I don't like that.
You don't like her? I don't like her?
I don't like her.
We don't like her.
Nigga, men don't act like that.
Fat pumps.
Men don't act like
The
that,
haters
dog.
mention more than fans. Say, bro, listen, go find a nigga that said the twins took some money from them. The twins hit their stash, a back door,
Sold
ratted on them.
us something flock or something.
Go find one of them, and then you might have a point. But if you ask a nigga why you don't like the twins, watch how stupid they sound when they give you the answer. Watch how stupid they sound.
He said, pussy keep me from hating. Let me tell you something about. Say, bro, I done turned down more pussy than niggas probably get. I done turned down more pussy than niggas can pay for. On everything, dog. While niggas talk that dumb shit, these two niggas right here, well, Rock married. You know, Rock.
So we can't talk about
calm
this.
down.
We can't talk about
But
this.
these two niggas right here, dog, any nigga will tell you, man, them niggas was on them bros.
It was on the bros. I ain't gonna lie.
Talk all that hating shit you want to talk. Dress alike, phony, lame,
Man,
stuff.
all that, whatever.
All that shit. Females didn't care about none of that. I promise you that, dog.
I promise you, they ain't
Matter of
care.
fact, I guess it made them come even more so.
Yeah, like, why they talking about them? Let me go see what's happening with
They
this
came
shit.
even more so because of that, dog.
Man.
I had to turn them more pussy niggas could pay for it. That's on my mama, dog.
Yeah.
I swear, dog.
Thanks.
Real talk.
Y'all be good, bro. Gotta go edit this dope for tomorrow. Salute, no rap. I'm gonna check y'all out
Check
tomorrow,
y'all
too.
out, bro.
You did?
These dudes cooking with Kaya twins. Kaya getting that dope.
How you getting that? Yeah.
Kaya getting that dope.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and them were mad at Kaya, too.
Yeah.
They hating on Kaya.
Yeah.
Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with
Shit.
Kaya. You turn around and shake the little ass.
I wish she was in my kitchen.
Well, I like Kaya, boy. Stop playing with Kaya on my platform.
That's my boo.
That's our boo.
That's our, yeah. Well, no, y'all can have it. Y'all can have it.
I like Kaya.
I'm on something else.
Yeah, I like Kaya. Oh, no, I like who I've been looking at a lot in the news. They really look good. I don't like celebrity bros.
Who?
Lotto.
She had lost a lot of weight, but she's shaking
got it back.
Yeah, Lotto.
I like Lotto, dog.
Lotto nice.
I used to like, what's her name? I used to like Rennie.
Rennie Rucci?
Oh, man, come on.
Man,
Rennie,
she a
man.
bop.
You a bop, man. You a bop, man.
Yeah,
You a bop, man. You heard me? I used to like, what's her name, too, from Houston? What's her name? The big fine bro from Houston.
Just Brittany?
I used to like just Brittany.
Bop.
You a bop.
Yeah. You ever check out Super? Which one?
Who's Super?
There's a couple of Supers.
That boy said, Lotto. Say, ever stop playing with Lotto.
Say, but you already got Kaya.
You got Kaya,
Yeah, but you a hog, dog.
You a hog. We call you a hog.
You a hog, dog. Come on, you already got Kaya, bro. Let that slide, man. She got rich off our podcast. Who? All right, it's shot time, man. Y'all put the ones in the chat. We got 125 people in here. Put the ones in the chat. We about to take a shot. You know what I'm saying?
Put the one in the chat for the shots, man.
Yeah. Put the ones in the chat.
What about Super?
What about Super?
What about her?
Oh, yeah. Super pretty. She's pretty and fine girl. And she a hustler. Shout out to Super, man.
I ain't got nothing against Super, but I seen her before she had surgery. One time for Mardi Gras, she was on the porch drunk, passed out.
Yeah, she from New Orleans.
Yeah, she from New Orleans. She rich too. Got rich off her cosmetics and stuff, I think.
Yeah, she a boss.
Mm-hmm.
Brooke, she a boss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, body by book, she fine.
Yeah.
You know what else I like? I think she from New Orleans. She ain't from New Orleans. She need to be from New Orleans. See, Listeria? That's her name?
Don't play with that.
I'm just saying.
Don't play with that.
Man, that thing nice.
She got pretty skin.
She nice.
Cool.
I like spicy Creole.
Yeah.
She know who she is. You know what else I like too? I like, what her name is? Look at Lolly.
Yeah, Lolly.
I like Lolly.
Yeah.
Lolly got body on the slick.
Yeah, she do.
Lolly got a little body. I like Lolly, dog. You know how she got her name? Yeah, I know she. I seen it. She had.
That was funny as hell. And she lived in 11 Watt. We didn't even know that. We were living in 11 Watt then.
Kevin said, man, what Rennie did, bro? I like her, bro.
Go look her up.
Oh, man, put her out. He said she was cheating on him.
Yeah.
He put her out.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, that's what I don't like. Man, niggas could put you out somewhere? Oh, no, baby. You lost everything with me. But niggas put you out their house?
Edward Jones said BBLs. Yes, no, don't care.
It depends. It depends. If you overdo it, I ain't gonna like it.
They say she cheated with Kevin Gates. But Kevin Gates say he hit her though. She said he lying.
Man, what bro gonna go around a millionaire and not give him no pussy? Stop playing with me, man. See, I write that shit down, man. Stop playing.
D. Grant said, boy, y'all talking that talk. Them New Orleans influencers be looking good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ice Spice could get it. Miami too. Miami too.
He said, really should not try to get her catch back like y'all say. Yeah, he can't get catch back, you know?
Man, y'all know who that fine chick that be on the podcast with Once You Beat?
Man, y'all know who fine? That chick that be on the podcast with Once You Beat. I'm gonna check her out, bro.
I ain't never seen her.
He said, I heard people say the BBL stink.
I heard that too.
I ain't never.
Let's get back to these ones.
I ain't never smelled it.
Let's get these ones in the chat.
Let's get the ones that we take this check. Give me 10 ones right
10
quick.
ones, man, at least.
We got 120, dog.
Yeah.
Shit, what about 3D19? No rap cap had pressure. She fine.
Yeah, she fine. And she cold as a rapper.
Ice Spice look like she thick with Down syndrome. Stop playing on my bitch like that, Edward, dog.
For real.
Boy, you like a lot, huh?
I like a lot of
women.
Yeah, all of them women.
I like women.
Yeah. What's wrong with that, Delario? Something wrong with liking a lot of women?
G.I. Peaches got a body too. Yeah, she fine. And she a pretty girl.
Yeah,
the only thing I like about G.I. Peaches though, she kind of like too niggerish.
Yeah, she too.
Like, I don't like no females say, y'all niggas do it, we can do it. I don't like, nah, you can't.
Somebody need to pull up to the side and teach her better than that.
You know what? I was talking to somebody today, my daughter, right? I was talking to today.
Hold on, let's get the ones up and let's get this shot down.
Yeah, look at these shots. I'm tell you what I told my daughter today. Come on, put the ones in the chat, y'all.
Put the ones in the chat, man.
Come on, give me 5 ones. You put a one, ain't gonna hurt you. It's right next to the like button,
All
man.
facts, no fiction. Come on, man.
What's up, homie?
Now they don't want to put the ones. We got 125 people in here, and they all right. We drinking.
I think it's a delay.
All right, let's take our shot, man. Come on, they catch up.
For the third wall. So, I'm talking to my daughter today, right? And like about 2 weeks ago, I told her, man, stop taking pictures, sticking your tongue out and shit. That don't look good.
Yeah.
She said, man, I said, why you just, I like it. I said, that give off a freak vibe. Don't do that. Whether she did it or not, I mean, she grown, but my daughter 24, she can do what she want to do.
Right.
But as a father, I'm going to tell her, man, that shit don't look right.
Right.
So we were talking today. She said, oh yeah, I'm going live today. She said, what y'all going to talk about? People sticking their tongue out? I said, yeah, she'll talk about it.
Yeah.
I said, that shit don't look cute. I said, when the man see that, he going to think a certain way about you. She said, well, I don't care what nobody think. I said, you should care what somebody think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When you do certain things, you should. She don't understand right now. When she get older, you'll see my daddy told me.
He tried to tell me.
She'll get it. You know what I'm saying?
That boy said Coco Jones a nice chocolate joint too. Probably.
I gotta look into that. I used to like Dolce. I don't like her no more.
Yeah, she talking about some straight men is a red flag. What? Straight men is a red flag? What that really mean? What that really mean? I want to know what that really means to anybody.
You gotta be bi.
You gotta be what?
Bisexual.
Yo, man, come on, bro. You know what? You know what?
Bisexual.
I really want to have. I really want to have a women, like a women's show. When women come on here one day, there's just women,
A big platform.
and I want to ask them how y'all feel about homosexual men. Would you accept that for love? Would you still would you look past that for
Yeah.
love? I want to understand so I can know who not to fuck with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say they be doing it. That's what's up. That was a true statement.
What?
What Doshi said.
You mean like a lot of people agree with
Yeah,
it?
they agree with
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
They agree with
yeah,
it.
seriously.
They agree with it.
Yeah.
Like,
I wouldn't say it's a
wow.
true statement, but I say a lot of women agree with her.
No,
They agree with
I'm
her.
saying it's a true statement.
Yeah, a lot of women agree with her, dog.
They said that was she was saying.
That boy Baltimore, we follow the same bad females. I be seeing you too, Baltimore. You heard me?
Well, you know, shit, that's what I'm trying to tell females. Shit, but I ain't gonna lie to you, but you will see some bad females. Go on Think Twice or Kareem Turner, Shaddam Turner page, and just scroll down my timeline, bro.
You'll see him.
And that's what made me feel like I'm so like it's so many of y'all, but all of y'all single. Ain't got no man. All that in a bag of chips, like my girl wanted to say.
With no
pickle. You ain't got no pickle.
Yeah.
You cuddle that night by yourself. Or you fuck with somebody that got somebody because he got some money. But you really lonely. And you empty on the inside. A lot of y'all be empty on the inside and I know that. But I be damned if I fill your cup up unless you know coming correct and know how to act.
Yeah.
And I mean that.
And see, this is another thing. Let me tell y'all young females, because the niggas ain't teaching y'all nothing. If you on the internet tomorrow, some he ain't giving up no money, or you chasing the bag,
You a hoe.
a real man ain't gonna cover you. You a hoe. Let me just let you know straight up. You a hoe. You's a hoe. Straight up.
W-H-O-R-E.
Yeah.
Not H-O-E. That's a girl. We talking about a W-U-R a whore.
So if a real man watching the peeping you and all you talking about is begging for money, he ain't gonna give you no money, or you after a bag, ain't no real man wife and nothing like that, because guess what? If you chasing a bag, anybody can smash.
He said, they say you gotta pay them rats to mess with them. No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't, bro. No, you don't. Didn't you just hear me say, well, a lot of them be empty on the inside, they just need a man? Ain't about the money, though. They need a man. They be all that in the bag of chips, bro. Fine, beautiful, pretty.
Not just that.
And they sleep with their dog, their little dogs. They sleep with their little cats and
If
shit.
you got any sense in your mind, let me tell y'all how men think. I shouldn't tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell y'all young ladies how men think. Even old ladies how men think. If anybody could smash you, I ain't cuffing you.
Right, you ain't no trophy.
You ain't no trophy.
You can't go on nobody's show.
I shouldn't tell y'all that.
Look,
I shouldn't tell y'all that, but I'm telling y'all that. If a dude feel like anybody can smash you, he got some money, he ain't cuffing you.
He ain't cuffing
a
you.
fake dude will cuff you, but he gonna be cheating and eat coochie and all kind of shit. But a real one that's gonna stand up for his woman, he ain't cuffing you if y'all out here thotting. So slow down with all that.
He said, nah, I don't want the community cat.
Yeah.
My name attached. Hit him with no cup.
There you
Dog,
go.
I ain't gonna hit no community cat no more.
Yeah,
I'm too old for that. I just smashed community cat almost all my life.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I want a community cat. I want to be the only one hitting that. If I'm not, lie to me.
yeah. Lie to me.
Don't let me know that you got a man, you must have somebody else, you want to come give me some cat. I don't want it. And I'm real with that. I mean that.
Grab me some women say stuff like that. It's for simps. Real men getting showed. No, but they think
Right.
A
Real
real-
men getting shows. That's facts.
Yeah, they think because you asking for money, real niggas ain't sitting back and peeping at. How about you just a begging ass bird?
You know what? I hit a broad on, I ain't gonna say her name. I ain't gonna expose her. She made a post and said something about, don't mess with me. I'm a cougar. You young niggas out here, y'all sliding down the wall singing Rhyme Wave. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I said, shit. I said, have me not sliding down. I said, when I said something like, I was just bullshitting. I said something to the fact of, what that's like that there? She said, you wanna buy me lunch today? I blocked the clip.
Yeah.
Buy you lunch.
lunch.
Oh, man.
You an old
That's your response?
lunch and meat, lip, coochie
yeah,
hanging.
that
But
was
you
a cup of water.
That's your response?
That was a cup of ice water for somebody thirsty.
Man. She shouldn't post it then.
yeah.
She shouldn't post it.
Gilbert said he made his button figure than a $3 food stamp. Huh, bro? Figure the baby dog
That
coochie.
dude ain't got no button, man. Your boy says it's a scary world, bro. And if you ask me, it seems like the real women trying to keep up with the trans women when it comes to looks. From the wigs, eyelashes, makeup, and everything. Well, you know what, bro? A lot of them do that because they want to please other women.
Yeah.
They do things that we don't even like.
Yeah, we don't care about no eyebrows.
Never in the history of the world, the nigga said, damn, bro, you see no girl eyelashes, but you were busting.
Ooh, I'm about to get that.
You
You see that nails? They was sharp and pointy.
But you can wear a purse from Walmart, or a purse from Marshalls. We wouldn't give a damn if you got a $70,000 purse.
We don't care. You got no red bottoms on your feet. All that's coming off.
We don't care about that.
We don't care about
Y'all
that.
do that for each other.
Yeah, and Daryl said everything is a transaction with these bras, man.
Say, man, listen, I'm giving y'all some game, young ladies. Even some of you old dummies out here. You old big broad dummies out here. If your intention is to chase a bag and that's all you talk about, nigga gotta give you something in that, a real one ain't gonna never cuff you. And you wonder why what's wrong with these niggas, because you attracting the wrong kind with the way you carrying yourself out here. I ain't telling y'all that no more. Keep failing out here and wonder why you failing.
That boy, she got roast beef pussy lips.
Yeah.
He said, say rockin' Kareem, don't let you down black with a knife.
They the ones told me to do it. I'm the one got the control.
I still love them women. No love for hoes, but women, this ain't towards y'all. Stay out the whole lane. Yeah, because right now it's a whole culture.
Yeah, it's a whole culture.
It's a whole culture.
Yeah.
You know, though, when I was young, though, we had to wonder and think what was under them clothes. We had to wonder and think, ooh, what it smell like?
Yeah.
What it look like?
What it look like.
She got hair on it?
Yeah.
Is it pretty? We had to wonder.
Yeah.
No, man, ain't nothing up to the imagination now.
Yeah.
You know? Ooh, I wonder if she gonna suck dick. No, she stick her tongue out all the time. What that mean you stick your tongue out to a nigga all the time?
No.
What do you think that brings
That's
across?
bringing out. Either you eat coochie or you eat meat. One or the other.
One of the two.
You a JJ, with a Black and Decker pecker record made out of skin? Shout out the bust down, man.
He said, y'all still love the women. No love for hoes, but women, this ain't towards y'all. Stay out your whole lane.
Yeah.
Nigga said Kareem loaded. Say, bro, I ain't loaded.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Y'all get them lights up, man. Think Twice podcast. We in the building in the parking lot. If you haven't supported the channel, hit the cash app, or either hit the super chat, man.
Either one. We got 2 out of 10, man. We need 7 more.
We need 7 more.
We lacking tonight.
We lacking tonight.
Tonight ain't popping.
Yeah, it ain't popping like that. Yeah.
Tonight ain't popping.
Edward Jones said, back in the day, man ran the streets and came home to a woman at their home. Now both in the streets and nobody holding down the household. Man, I'm cool on all that. I'm 50, dude.
He said, why y'all block that one dude that got mad during the debate last live? You see, we talking about what we talking about. He was trying to control what we talking about now with chat.
Yeah.
Asking if I kissed their mom and all that. We play like that, but not on the chat, bro.
Not on the chat.
You talking about something else. You trying to oversee. You didn't want to participate in what we was talking about. You want to control the narrative.
Yeah.
We didn't block you. Put him in timeout
For 5 minutes.
That's all that was.
Go to your room.
Anyway, that's my dog. That's my partner.
I love him. No matter what. Man, me and that man had a whole conversation an hour today. We didn't even talk about this shit on the
Yeah, that's my dog, bro.
That's really my brother. I got love for that dude for real. Like, me and Rasheem might fuss. Me and Kareem might fuss. But these my dogs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to hold it in and feel like, no, bitch ass nigga. No, we going to get it off our chest.
Greg, you see, y'all seen that Slim Thug said today about women in the gym with shorts on, man? Slim Thug is a clown.
Yeah, I don't even watch Slim Thug.
He said they shouldn't wear high shorts like that and expect a nigga not to want to look at him and want
Man,
fuck.
somebody wear tights.
Man, listen, a girl can what she want in the gym. They don't give you a reason to say you want to. You can say you want to fuck, but they don't mean she got
That's
to
like saying the reason why you raped her was because of this. No, they ain't never got no reason to want to put you to go out of line with no woman, man.
Right. You look at them, they fine.
Yeah, you focus on what you're supposed to be doing. He a goofy though. He always saying something goofy. He full of self-hate.
Let me tell you, when I stopped fucking with Slim Thug.
Yeah.
When they had one storm coming out here one time, they said, man, people from Louisiana come out here, Slim Thug. We don't want them coming out here. Don't come out here. I said, I don't fuck with you, old bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, the fuck out of here.
Ever since then,
No, I
don't
never met
fuck
him.
with Thug.
Never met him.
No, I never met him. Ever since he said that, I don't mess with him, dog.
That ain't cool shit, bro. Listen, I got love for dudes in Houston. They got love for me. But if you on there hating on New Orleans shit, man, look, fuck the triple time. I ain't got time for that, man.
He said, I never heard him say anything positive toward black people because he a self-hate
Self-hate
nigga.
Negro.
That's what he is.
You gotta watch people that say it's always us that's doing this to each other. Say, bro, listen, that's kind of true. But it's painting that situation with a broad brush when you say it's black people doing this to black people. It's the reason why black people treat black people a certain way.
Right. You gotta see, and that's another thing about the Indian stuff. That's what we're gonna get on that too. See, when you talk about you're an Indian and Aboriginal, you this and you that, bro, you throw away the struggle our people been through for 100, 400 years in this country, the lynchings, the beatings, the hanging. Right now, the injustice we getting right now. See, when they knocking Big U and all them up, dog, why they don't lock up other people that doing the same thing in other races? They do the same thing, trust me. Big U and Spider, Big U and Loose Cannon and Brick Baby, they didn't invent extorting people, bro.
That been going on.
They didn't invent that.
Exactly.
What you think Hollywood do? When they let certain people be in movies, this and that type of shit, you gotta be on the casting couch.
You gotta get on your knees.
Unless somebody hit
boy.
you or saw suck a dick or something to get in the movie. What you think that is?
Facts. That happens. That's real life. Nobody don't really know about that or talk about that. But a lot of these niggas who y'all respect out here that's on like that, they done bent over and touched their toes.
Yep.
They done bent over and touched their toes and got the LaSalle Street sweep. Ah! Right in the spitter. not but the laws.
Right in the shitter, not the spitter.
Not the shit.
Yeah. For real.
He said, in fact, I can't stand this. The only us niggas. We haven't had a government actively working against us. And Mexico leads in 9 out of 10 cities in murder rate. Do the research. Stop talking emotionally.
Right.
Relax.
Right. I can't stand this only us niggas. They don't know.
They don't know. Mm-hmm.
Dog, no one say because they're not on the internet drawing attention to themselves. What's it called what you say when you on the internet? We been on it for 2 hours, dog, 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And we never self-indict ourselves.
And look, all the ones talking that shit, me and my partner talked about this earlier too. Y'all niggas in Raw photo album, and I know it because I seen y'all.
Yeah, let me explain you who Roy is.
Stop playing with me, man.
We used to hustle in these apartments, right? And there had a gay dude named Roy there. He was the homie. He was the homeboy.
He used to make sure, we used to, in and out his house.
Right. He had a photo album with a lot of dudes uptown in that bitch.
Couple of downtown niggas too.
Couple of downtown dudes too. I seen the photo.
Nigga landing there.
Matter of fact, my partner got it.
Nigga landing up there. Yeah, he got it. He got it. So y'all niggas keep playing. I'm gonna come out with that.
Cameron got a vote. The twins got a vote too.
I got a vote too.
Stop playing.
Nigga landing in that bitch to kill 20 niggas. Landing up there naked with his one leg cocked up with his dick leaning to the
in the same bed, Roy. In the same bed,
you pumping mother shit packing ass gangster.
Tell him the truth to us, LS.
Yeah. He know.
He know. We all seen it.
Yeah.
We seen it. That might be why some niggas don't like a nigga too. They know I'm a punk. That probably they know I'm a punk.
Them niggas know.
They know I'm a punk and they might
Twins know. The twins
I ain't gonna
know.
expose you, dog, because I don't rock like that. Rule number 2, I stay out of nigga business.
There it is.
You heard me? But I know what you do.
Gangsters.
Yeah, they gangsters.
Stop playing with me, man. Before I get that photo album and expose your pictures. Roy had a photo album about this thick. Full of niggas in that bitch.
I'm telling you. Uptown and downtown.
Rest in peace, Roy, man.
I remember y'all told a story with LS about looking for a dude all day. Man, we was. Nigga stole like 30 rocks.
Ask him, he on here?
Man, we went around, we were looking for that nigga all day.
We found the plug with this dude right here, man. This man will tell you.
Look,
many years.
About 5 in the morning, my little female came pick me up. I said, I'm about to go. He said, what you mean you about to go?
Yeah, he was mad. And that's was mad. Man, we about to go.
Day,
man, go ahead, man. Don't come get me to go do nothing with y'all. Y'all gotta leave. But it's 5 in the morning.
Yeah. Yep.
He was mad as a motherfucker. He wanted blood.
Yeah.
He wanted blood. I know.
And you know what, dog? You know what's crazy about it? That wasn't shit that we cut that off a chicken.
Yep.
We cut 37 rocks.
It was the principal though.
It was the principal though.
My dog was mad, man.
Yeah.
He really wanted to do something that night. He wanted to put that what that was, 1911 he had?
Yeah, 1911.
I mean with that lemon squeeze. Boy, he wanted to put that bitch to work, boy.
That's a fact.
That's my dog right there.
That's a fact.
We get to it and shit, but that nigga, he ain't gonna let nobody talk bad about me. I ain't gonna let nobody talk bad about him. That nigga got real love for me. I love that nigga for real. Salute, homie.
He said principalities in this shit. Mm-hmm. He was mad though, but no, I wanted to get him. Mm-hmm. We was mad. I had a stick.
We rode around the whole night.
We couldn't find that boy.
I'm talking about through every hood, every nook and
we changing cars and everything. We hopping his car.
Yeah.
We hopping the station wagon. We hopping
out
my car.
Shit. Yeah.
That boy kicked him. But see, he wasn't no hustler. He's a dude that got loaded. We found out later on.
Nigga tripping off of 8 rocks.
Man, we tripping over. It was like more than that. It was like 20 something.
But they were flippers. They were big old. We could have made some money off them, man.
I don't worry about that shit, man. We had more work. That wasn't nothing. That was way back in the 90s, man.
Yeah, but y'all ain't coming out with nothing. Y'all been saying that. What you talking about, Kevon? I don't understand what you're talking about. Somebody asked a question about that situation.
I can say the dude name.
Yeah.
Cause I talked to him after that, man. The dude don't get loaded no more.
Y'all know where he at.
Yeah, I know. I seen him. He live in Houston.
Yeah, he live in Houston. They ain't no nigga ain't tripping on that.
I ain't tripping on him, man. 30 racks.
Let me tell you something, dog.
$300, $100 a piece.
This is what you gotta understand, dog. When somebody getting loaded, they're not the same person that they are when they're not getting loaded.
Yeah.
I fully understand that. So I don't treat niggas like, even when people getting loaded, but you never ever miss yo dope fiend, riding, rock smoking. I don't get on people about getting high, man, because they're dealing with things that you don't understand. Don't disrespect people that get loaded, man.
Think about this, bro.
Don't do that.
If I seen him right now and I still had that in my heart to do that to him, imagine me smoking that man behind 30 rocks, bro. You know how far removed we is from 30 rocks, bro? $300, nigga paid that in the light bill last month, bro.
Yeah.
And that been over 20, 25 years ago.
But I'm glad somebody's actually here so they don't think it's just a story we told.
That shit was true.
My partner that was with me is on here right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He said Slim Thug a big goofy is.
I don't respect nobody that go against our people for misunderstanding.
He said, what's happening, twins?
And Rock.
Love and love design. What's up, Devin?
What up? 5 plus 4, and what do you get?
You get a night wall nigga running in your shit.
You know the rest. Shout out to that mouth,
Shout out to
man.
that mouth, man. That mighty mouth. You know what, bro? I'm glad the mouth getting their flowers and getting their notoriety like they is now, bro.
Facts.
I ain't no self nigga, dog. I represent the third wall, not just the Magnolia, the Catio. I represent the third wall.
Ultimately, dog, we represent the third wall. And then it goes to Uptown.
Yep.
Then it goes to New Orleans. Then it goes to the whole Louisiana, man.
Yeah, real talk.
Yeah, I represent the whole Louisiana, dude. The whole New Orleans. I got partners out the 9, across the canal, who I love dearly. Out the St. Bernard.
You see the people y'all seen in that photo album, y'all ever see them after that?
Yeah. Niggas still alive.
All the time. They don't know that we know though. And I ain't not gonna say nothing, dog.
They know we know now.
They knew they was in that. If they put it like this, they knew they were Roy. They were like, oh shit, the twins know.
Twins know.
Yeah, I know, bitch.
You ever been with Roy? The twins know.
R.I.P. Roy.
R.I.P. Roy. The twins and LS know.
Mm-hmm.
You heard me? Yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact. He said the melt blowing up. Yeah, shit, bro, listen. Rip up, dude. From the bottom of my heart, dog. What you doing and what you decided to do.
That's the most
man
dangerous
shit
thing you can do, bro.
I'm not saying you and them got to be buddy, but let these youth see that men can change their life. Men can change their heart. That God could touch. I'm not a religious dude.
Life.
But yeah, they choose life. You're a religious dude. And you feel like God touched your heart, dude?
You don't want to get loaded no more, just use that as an example.
Yeah.
And you don't want to get loaded no more? Niggas can't be calling you no dope fiend, no crackhead and all that.
That ain't cool, man.
That ain't what's up.
You gotta look at that.
What about your boy who said he delivered?
I'm delivered.
He was lying.
He went back to it.
He was lying.
Yeah.
He was lying.
Yeah.
Anything happen on the church pulpit or stage, I don't believe it. Anything on Pastor Pigfoot, anybody up there on the pulpit,
We ain't rocking with him.
I don't believe you.
What's up, Brandon? What's poppin',
What's
blood?
up, D Rice?
Yeah, what's happening, D? What's up, dog?
Big Money John Boy, Twins, Big Rock, what it do? My favorite podcast out, you heard me?
What's up,
Thank
Big
you,
Money?
bro. Appreciate that.
What's up?
He not gay no more. Man.
I'm delivered.
I'm delivered.
Women's. I was on the ground, dog.
I know it was gonna be an exception.
That boy pumping the pressure right
He back though. He back, right?
I guess so.
He back with the broken wrist, huh?
Man, listen.
Oh,
He
man.
was on Nick Cannon. He was one of the Nick Cannon people.
Oh, wow.
He was saying he was delivered?
Nah, I don't know what he was. I think he was the new things.
Well, they start
the
playing the
new
organ. That
things.
boy start shouting. I'm like,
All
oh,
the
man,
things
it's a
that
whole...
Donald Trump got rid of, the them and does and these and all
Oh,
that.
wow.
Oh,
son.
man.
Yeah, you ain't
That's
gotta
cool.
say that no more if you don't want to.
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
Say, but listen, I ain't got nothing against nobody. That's your lifestyle, but we choose to put your penis out, ain't got nothing to do with me.
No, it ain't about that. But it's about how you have to address these people at one point before Trump did that. You know what I'm saying? You had to address them as something. You don't know who they is, and you call them a boy.
That's true.
Then they be like, "Oh,
They feel
I'm
offended.
offended."
Yeah.
Look, Charlie Johnson said everybody don't know how to do interviews. They snitching. We're going to get right back to that. Let me answer this for my partner. My partner said, I be embarrassed for them dudes when I seen them knowing how Roy was built irregular. Roy had to wear extended... He said Roy had to wear extended front cap Fruit Loops. Extended front cap. And nigga was busting that up, dog. And he was not needed. Nigga was and he was not needed. And then a Jerry curl. With a pepper Jerry curl. Nigga was smashing that. Boy, I'm a G, boy. I'm telling you, these niggas ain't no G's, dog. These
I'm
niggas
telling you. That what the nigga be knowing, dog.
Yeah,
I
dog.
know.
And look, all you females, let me tell y'all something that's in here. That's from the project and from y'all be knowing these niggas mess with these boys. Y'all be knowing that. And you don't tell your cousin, and you don't tell your homegirl, and you don't tell your sister, you down bad for that. Because you got this girl out here playing Russian roulette with her coochie. Y'all down bad, man. Straight up.
Man.
I'm telling you, that dude ain't lying. I bought
that's cool.
a super double cup food in the
Man, that's cool, man. You got that, man.
Like I said, I be embarrassed for them
I don't
dudes.
know
When
what
I
you're
see
talking
them.
about, but that's cool. You out there like that, man, them boys.
Oh, man.
No, not Roy was built irregular. Boy had to wear extended front cap food.
Extended front. You blowing the boys back out. You ain't lying.
Say, bro.
You ain't lying.
Say, bro.
Say,
That
bro.
shit had me crying.
That shit.
Really, we were bad built and everything.
And when he said that, I thought about Roy coming from Julio's with them cut up shots and them sandals with that boy leg looking like this. I'm like, oh, nigga really be oh, man, nigga down bad, son.
Yeah, that's still though. I ain't gonna say his name. He probably still alive. Not that he dead too. The one that's staying
Bunny
up there.
Bunny.
Oh,
Bunny
that
look
nigga.
like Ving Rhames with finger waves.
Yep. Yep.
You heard me?
Remember Bunny?
But that shit was funny, boy.
Hey, them niggas said they ain't been by Roy. You was a liar.
I got the pictures, nigga.
You was a liar.
My partner in here, he got the photo out.
Oh,
Don't make me call him and put the. Well, I'm telling you, boy.
I got the proof.
Yeah.
I got the proof now.
Yeah.
I said, matter of fact, take a picture with your phone and send it to my phone.
Let nigga play.
Let nigga play, boy.
Yeah, Holiday. That's who he look like. Holiday. Anybody that know who I'm talking about, they know I ain't lying about that, dog. And you niggas know now. I shouldn't have said nigga might want to knock our head off now.
I don't care.
You in that bitch.
If they knock my head out, dog,
I got killed by a punk.
put the book in my obituary.
Yep.
They what they killed them for. Put the book in my obituary, expose every last one of them.
Yep.
The nigga play with me.
Bring the whole book, baby boy.
Yeah, bring the whole book. We got it.
Expose all of them.
I got it.
Yeah.
You heard me? Yeah.
And there's another one. It was Bunny, Leroy, and the little skinny. What this little skinny one name was?
I forgot.
Yeah,
Yep.
man.
Yep.
You niggas know we know y'all fun, boys, man. Stop playing, man.
I remember one time, I got a quick little story to tell. We're gonna get off into something else.
We gonna get to that.
I remember one time the police laid up there and ran like we by the apartments hustling. Police hit that bitch. Woo, 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 woo. They swarmed that bitch. And the old time, I don't know if we still around, I don't know if we still alive, his name was Seal. Me and Seal were hustling together, but I was getting the money Seal was serving. That boy Seal had the whole bundle in his hand. With a towel in his hand on the wall. Look, I swear to God, bro, I'm looking like they ain't must never search his hand.
They got like 10 cars out there.
They looking for big shit. They ain't thinking he got, they see a towel in his hand while they searching his pocket, searching him. Why them people search that man, bro? Left and never opened his hands up, look at his hands, and then he had the whole bundle in his hands with a towel.
On the wall.
On the wall.
They never checked this towel.
And got away with it. I swear to God on everything, bro. And I was right next to him. Right next to him. And he pulled off and left. That boy said, what he said? I had in my hand the whole time. That bitch is stupid.
Shout out to Kelly. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Anybody know anything about that game we talking about when it comes to that vanilla and that dog food? If Kelly ain't never worked on your set, man, you was a nobody, man. Stop acting like you nigga was this, that, and the third. Cause niggas, man, look, don't get me started, but look. My partner say his coppers in the safe cross the river. Good.
What's up? He said, so Roy was taking pictures of them niggas after he hit them?
Yes.
Yes. And they let him.
And they let him.
And they let him.
Yeah.
They let him.
Yeah.
Yep.
We done talked on 6 something in 30 minutes, believe that. So yeah. Not yeah. Not Leroy, his name was Roy. Rest in peace, Roy.
Not Leroy, his name was Roy.
But Roy, man, he go the crazy thing. Roy will put that iron on your ass too.
That bitch was a gangster.
That bitch was a gangster.
Yep.
He'll put that iron on your ass. For real. I mean, he was on the run one time for killing somebody, for popping somebody.
Mm-hmm.
We did his time and came home.
Another old mom.
Yep.
He said OG played a big fruity nigga who had a boot too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let me tell y'all, man, that's why I be like the game, bro. It's so watered down and fake, but I really know how they got niggas in my city right now who people think is real killers and gangsters, and they not that, bro. I promise you that. They not that, bro. I'm not saying that I'm that. But don't think that they is what people niggas say. They got niggas y'all never heard of got more money than niggas you think got money.
They got a little dude, right? Yeah, take a picture of themselves naked. They got a little dude being my inbox. He be trying to drive. He from the ninth wall. He be saying everybody from y'all hood say y'all wasn't this, y'all wasn't that, y'all was this and y'all was that. They picking on y'all. They don't say about nobody else. I said, let me tell you something, dude. I say, I'm gonna give you some game because evidently the nigga out the ninth wall didn't give you no game. If a nigga you met off the internet is talking down on a nigga from his own hood, he the fake nigga.
That's what you gotta know. You got to know that.
Let me say this again. Since you an internet dude, if a nigga from my hood that don't know you at all and met you on the internet is talking down on a nigga from his hood, he's the fake nigga. Cause none of y'all ain't never heard me talk down on no nigga from my hood. Even the niggas that don't like me. None of y'all. Nobody in my DMs on Instagram, nobody in my DMs on Facebook, cause I don't talk down on niggas. Period.
Even niggas that don't like me, I still don't talk down to niggas.
Man.
We talk about it amongst each other.
But that tell you how phony and lame niggas be. Niggas say that this about y'all. Y'all was jokes and y'all was this and y'all was... If a nigga telling you anything about me that you met that nigga off the internet, man, that nigga cornball. You should know that off the dump. But you so lame, you don't even know that.
Edward Jones said, no diss to anyone. You know,
Flavor.
By the way, salute to you. I'm not part of the community though, but I ain't hate. I'm not hating either.
Yeah.
But it's that shit funny. We gonna laugh.
It's loud because these niggas that y'all think was this, that, and the third of niggas in that bitch.
Man, listen, man.
Bust open.
I'm a straight man. To me, a man sleep with another man and have another man, that shit is funny to me.
It's funny to me.
And I'm gonna laugh. That shit is funny.
Yeah.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Because it's abnormal. I'm sorry.
Especially if you think you want people to think you
It's funny, man.
It's funny.
I'ma laugh. Fuck you, get
Because
mad.
guess what? If you sick enough to stick your thing in a man, you'll let a man stick his thing in you.
Factoid.
Straight up.
Factoid.
I said that. I stand on that.
Factoid.
You dig?
You know.
That's why I feel like, you know, I'm a catch, dog. I don't mess around like that.
So let's get back. It's the knowledge time now. We got 9:30. Y'all wait to 9:40? We can do it now.
See, this is the thing, dog, before we get into that. That's why I'm saying I'm going to laugh, understand my stand. I feel you. When you come to the knowledge, let me say something to you, dog. I'm really not arguing with dudes about knowledge. I'm going to stand with the evidence, see. I'm not going to change the evidence to fit my narrative. So you're not arguing with me. Argue with the narrative. All of y'all out here, if you got a problem with a nigga and y'all disagree, you stand with the truth. Let them argue against the truth.
He said, I'll get y'all emails so I can send y'all the reports I'll be getting. Hit the Think Twice podcast email inbox and I'll send it to you, Edward.
Yeah, Think Twice podcast on IG.
On IG, I'll send it to you. He said Jamal finna come right about now. Who's Jamal?
Who's Jamal?
Jamal Cantrell.
What's Jamal?
I don't know what you talking about.
Kraft? Let me tell you something about Jamal Kraft. This man said that information and document shit was white man shit. I'm like, man, we was documenting shit before white people even...
No, let me tell you what he misunderstood and misinterpreted. I told him that the Native Americans had a language, but it was different tribes. They had the Apache, the Arapaho,
Dakota,
the Happy, the Dakota, the Creek, the Seminole. They all had their own languages, right? Then I went and said that the Aztec and the Mayans had a written language, which they did. They had a more advanced civilization than these motherfuckers in North America. And North America, they're still living in teepees. They was in the Stone Age. When people came up to slave ships with iron chains on them, they still had stone arrows.
And Africans had been in the Iron Age since 9,000 BCE.
You know what I'm saying?
The 9th century BCE.
So that's all I was saying. And what I'm trying to clear this up is this. Before, I used to think that black people was here before the arrival of colonization, right? Because I read a book called The First Americans Were Africans. I also read a book called It Came Before Columbus, right? But in those books, they wasn't peer-reviewed. Those books were written in the 40s and 60s, bro. Yeah. We're in 2025. So we have new information. We have more updated documents. We have more updated scholarship.
Right.
And this is what I'm going to say. If you ask me was blacks here before Columbus or before colonization, I'm going to say this. I would say I believe they was here, but there's no evidence to back that up and say that happened.
And me, I wouldn't say I believe they was here. I'm going to roll with the evidence, see. Me.
You know?
I'm not even going to say I believe they was here. I'm going to roll with the evidence, see.
And that's just
he said, what's your opinion on the news about the discovery of the pyramids? I don't know enough about that to speak on that.
Let me tell you something, bro. Anytime they say they got something under something and they can't dig it up or excavate it, it's some bullshit, bro. That's how I feel. Like they got Atlantis under the ground. They got a city under the water, right? What they got? So what? What if they do? Who said it wasn't?
If you find giant bones. And
yeah, come on, man.
Nigga believe anything. The Grand Canyon, they got stuff in the Grand Canyon. See, but the Grand Canyon was a hoax. That actual information came from like the Sun Gazette in the front of the shopping center or something. You better leave out and check out your groceries. The Sun Gazette. You gotta stop.
He said even the Mississippians I mentioned were black. They were on mud mounds. Aztec, the fake pyramids built out of stone the same way. They was beefing for sure. Let me ask you this then.
They were behind for sure.
Let me ask you this. How come nobody didn't write about no Native Americans being ran off and turned into slaves?
Yeah.
If slavery never happened, who's the people that was getting lynched on plantations and all this and that type of stuff? All these slavery bangers. Why they got Angola State Penitentiary? Yeah. Why they got Congo Square if slavery never happened?
Why the Indians say that they're paying homage to the Native Americans that helped them escape? See, they'll teach you the Indians. We know we Indians in New Orleans, but they don't teach you the history behind that. And the history ain't hard to find. All you got to do is go ask for yourself the history of the origin of Mardi Gras Indians. They'll tell you this is African tradition paying homage to the Indians who helped us escape. It's simple as that.
He said, what language the chief and the Gyps speak?
He spoke a whole bunch of languages.
He spoke French. He mainly spoke French because he was educated in France. You dig?
Christopher Columbus' memoirs, Indians say they got the golden spirit from the black people. Some of that, you have to question about that because he said he had, if you keep reading further, he said they had tails in certain parts of that.
Right. He said they had tails attached to them.
So, you know,
and he said they was copper colored, but not like the Ethiopian or the African. They said they had laid straight down.
See, when they teach the people about Columbus see, they don't teach them the rest. When he said that they was copper colored, but not like the African or Ethiopian. That letting you know right there, they just was dark people. Copper color don't mean us necessarily. I keep telling y'all that. colored, copper colored, minority, melanated. Let me teach y'all something, bro. Every living thing in the world
Has melanin.
has melanin. Maybe they just taught y'all melanin was just for black people. But I'm telling y'all, every living thing has melanin. It's one or two plants that don't have no melanin at all. I forget the name of it. But every living thing has melanin.
He said they look like Canary Islanders. They're off the coast of Africa. Specifically, he said that. My thing is this. This is my thing right here. Let's put it like this here. Just say, I'm gonna give y'all the Africans who said before Columbus. I'm gonna give you all that. I'm gonna give y'all that y'all fucking Indians. Oh yeah, y'all the Native Americans, right? Right now in 2025, what does that do for us to get up out of this condition that we're in right now besides revolution, and we need to come together under Pan-Africanism? Because guess what? You can't even go to an Indian reservation.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, this time the building get you kicked off their shit.
Yeah.
So what it do for us now? Claiming to be an Indian.
Put it like this, bro.
That part.
I feel like this. Our people have always documented things. They always wrote about things, right? The Native American didn't get a language until 1821, 24. The Cherokee was the first one to get a written language. They didn't even have no written language.
But that's you though.
But that's you. You got a written language from the white man in the 1800s.
When we had libraries.
Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years
Alexander
before
the
that.
Great tried to burn. They took the books they wanted, they burned it down. And all the knowledge they got from Imhotep and all of them, they say they got it from Aristotle and Socrates and
Plato
and all that. But that was our knowledge. That's why you gotta know.
Darwin.
You gotta know your history. You gotta know your history, man.
Look what Nasir
Common
said.
sense could tell you about that though, because that was the white man, and at that time the white man was in control, and how they felt by everybody else, that's how they felt. So
Yeah.
that's how they wrote it.
Yeah. Now, sis, I have the excerpts from Columbus Journal. He said their skin was painted black. Not that it was black. Thank you. That's why I'm glad you stayed in here. Because they'll teach these niggas anything, dude. They're not going to do their own research, though. That's not. Look. Him, and him. We going to do this. We going to do that. We going to do this. We going to read a book. We going to go to live. I'm extensively research.
Edward Jones said my great-grandmother's name was Cherokee. She was from Georgia. That's part of my history. Listen to this. I'm going to help you out. You my brother.
True.
You have 36 paternal grandmothers, grandparents. You got 36 maternal grandparents. You can't have one person as an Indian say, oh, I'm an Indian, bro.
It don't work like that.
It don't work like that, bro. You see what I'm saying? Not just that, bro. Not just that. Just do a DNA test, bro.
That's
DNA
it.
test gonna tell you what you don't let nobody tell you DNA not real,
Yeah.
dog. That shit is real.
Okay, keep thinking DNA is not real. Go do something.
Yeah. You going to see. You going to see. You going to see. You going to see.
Go grab somebody or something. Go see.
Florida Geechee say, during funerals, Gullah Geechee people pass infants and younger kids over caskets so the deceased one doesn't bother the kids. This practice comes from the West Africa because they do the same thing. The Gullah Geechee are definitely Africans.
See,
We know that.
when you study world history, you'll start seeing this thing. Man, I listened to a video earlier. We were second line. I heard the drums and the beats. I'm like, man, that's West African.
Yeah.
That's African.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
All the evidence point to that, dog. See, the evidence don't say that we Indians. And look, you can't say we always been here because we existed long. This place was even livable.
And then the Indian stories say they got wiped out, most of them. They got a lot of them now.
See, I'm going to tell you, dog.
They don't. We resilient, dog. You can't kill us off like that.
Columbus
Almost
came,
still.
he ran into Taino Indians.
Oh, remember I told you somebody said that they talked about when they changed our name from Indian to black and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That was on the Dawes Rolls and Walter Plecker.
Have you ever seen the Dawes Rules, though? That's the Dawes Committee?
Hold up, let me finish about Walter Plecker.
Bunch of
I mean,
rednecks.
what his name is on you talking about? Walter Plecker. That shit was only in Virginia, dog. That was not for the rest of the United States. That was only in Virginia.
But his DNA still went back to Africa.
No, I'm talking about Plecker is this white man.
Oh, yeah, the white man. I'm thinking about the black dude who they said the oldest DNA.
No, not him. I'm talking about Plecker, Walter Plecker.
Yeah.
From Virginia.
Yeah.
You know, that's like what I just said. You know, when they changed their name from black to Negro to Indian. Yeah.
But here go the thing. No, the Dawes Roll was put together by the Dawes Commission, a bunch of rednecks. I'm saying that to say this, dude. No matter what they reclassified you as, colored, copper-colored, minority, melanated, do not mean us necessarily. You understand what I'm saying? That's how they blur the lines. They blur the lines with those terms because those terms can mean a whole group of people, different peoples, melanated people across the world.
They got Hawaiians that's darker than us three sitting right here.
Yeah.
Man got an Indian work at the store, but this nigga from India. I'm talking about red dot nigga, dog. Darker than all three of us, but he's from India.
And from India.
A dude from Sri Lanka, darker than us. He's from Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
So color or melanated don't necessarily mean black people.
You got to learn that first. That's how they trick you.
And we gotta let them stop blurring the lines, bro.
Yeah.
You understand? When they say minorities, bro, that don't necessarily mean us. What you gotta understand is we live in a system of white supremacy, a system of racism.
Classism.
That's what we live in, bro. That's what we living in. We gotta live in our reality, bro. So claim what you want to claim. When the shit hit the fan, though, ain't no question gonna be asked.
Period. Get your mind right. Unify, die. Respect my gangster.
You can't get out the car.
Ain't no question gonna be asked, bro. Ain't no question gonna be asked. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Live in your reality, bro. Live in your reality, bro. You can't go on no, when the shit pop up, you can't go on no Indian reservation.
Yeah.
You can't go on no Indian reservation. You can't. You can't. You gotta come to a black city. Go to New Orleans, go to DC so we can bind and stick together.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna have to do.
Where you think Angola State Prison come from? It used to be a plantation. Named after the Africans that came from Angola, Africa. So when people try to teach you, the slave trade happened in reverse, you have to question their intelligence if they really believe that.
He said, I'm talking about Edward Jones, A20. I'm from Atlanta. My family roots in North and South Carolina in America. What about you? Most of mine in Louisiana.
Louisiana.
You did? And make no mistake about it, but that is a slave state. You heard me?
Yeah.
That is a slave state.
Believe that.
We got plantations all up and down the river road, dog. All up and down the river road, we got slave plantations with the slave little huts and stuff, bro. Matter of fact, most of the biggest slave rebellions happen in Louisiana.
Yep.
So I don't know how a nigga from Louisiana think they anything else but an African.
From the houses, the shotgun houses, to the food, to the religion,
Voodoo,
to the dances, to the funerals, to pouring out a little liquor, all that's West African.
Joe, what did you say?
He said, I stand with black people all over, but just like a Nigerian don't call himself Somalian or African, I'm black American. My roots come from Africa in the end. A Nigerian would call himself African. Don't let him tell you that.
Why won't?
Just like me.
Nigeria.
And they say, where you from? I'm going to say New Orleans. Are you American? Yeah.
Duh. You're not going to name the country.
You're not going to name the country. You're going to name where you're from first. It's simple. But they'll like to tell you, a Nigerian ain't going to call himself African. Yes, he will.
As a Nigerian, you from Africa, you're going to say yes. But I'm specifically from Nigeria.
Exactly.
Duh.
Ain't nobody going to say, where you from? I'm from North America. You're going to say I'm from New Orleans.
That's new to me. That's why I say that was.
Nah, it's the first time I heard that.
Yeah.
They say that a lot. They do say that.
For real? They do. He said, my mama's side Louisiana, but I...
Illiterate or something.
My mama's side Louisiana, but I did my family records to 1512.
That ain't far enough, bro.
Dude, hold up, stop. How? I just told you the Cherokee got a written language in 1820. How you go back to 1512? Who was writing that? Who wrote it?
Well, what happened before 1512?
Even before 1512. You wasn't American because this land wasn't called America. It was called something else. American Vespucci named this land. So I wouldn't even name myself after no European anyway.
Let me say this here, Edward. There's nothing wrong with being the FBA. We do have claims to this land because our ancestors helped build this land right here.
Yeah.
All the thing I'm saying is we got to stop trying to line ourselves with Indians.
Right.
We give a date though, 1512. Your people came before 1512.
They've been there before 1512, bro.
Yeah, how did they get started off at 1512? The Joneses.
Yeah.
We started 1512, man.
Nigeria is a masses don't. I have Nigerian homes. I mean, like the first not saying African, they can't stand each other, and Africa is a continent. Most people call themselves from their country.
That's true.
We just explained to you. Hold up. We just explained to you. If you ask me where I'm from, I'm gonna say New Orleans. I'm not gonna say America or North America.
Louisiana.
Or Louisiana. I ain't gonna say Louisiana. I'm gonna say New Orleans. Because let's just break it down on a smaller scale. Just say if states was countries. I'm gonna say New Orleans first. Are you from Louisiana? Yeah. I'm gonna say, are you from North America? Yeah. I'm not gonna say I'm not from Africa. See, that's how they try to trick y'all. Catch that trick bag, dude.
Look, let me ask you,
from the United States.
You from Atlanta?
America?
That's you from Atlanta, you gonna say y'all from Atlanta, so you're not from Georgia? You gonna say y'all from Georgia?
Don't let them catch you with that trick bag that they don't want to claim that they're African. They ain't got no choice but to.
And not just that, dog. Nigeria, one country out of 54, dog. They don't speak for the whole continent, bro.
Exactly.
A lot of them, bro. A lot of niggas like niggas hate themselves here. Nigga hate themselves there too.
Yep.
They got niggas do live to next from nigga. They don't like a nigga.
Bro.
We ain't gotta go to a Nigerian to prove that point, but you gotta understand, bro.
Look, he said Master Moose's brother on his return mentioned he saw black people being chased by red Indians. I believe he came back for resources.
That wasn't true, and I'm gonna tell you why.
They didn't have no navy.
They didn't have no navy. They ain't had no shipbuilding ability to make it over here.
So you got to prove they had ships first before we go with the story.
That's not true.
That's not true. Florida Geechee said Geechee people and New Orleans people are similar because most Africans from the Congo and Angola came to South Carolina in the boot. We say y'all for here or out here exactly like y'all. Red rice is very similar to jambalaya. Yes.
But you know what it is, though? It's similar to jollof rice, too.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? It's similar to That's where it comes from.
Yeah.
Dog, look, if we Indians, how come we ain't got we don't eat the food they eat?
We don't have their religion.
We don't know their God story, creation story.
None of that.
We don't practice none of their traditions, none of their culture.
Nigga named Daniel Jenkins, to my big chief fire horse.
Your great grandma and them told you, but don't have no language for you, or nothing.
Nothing.
Not a story for you, and they
Nothing.
weren't even cooking like it when they told you.
Edward Jones said they definitely had ships. Africans are seafaring people. They did, but they ship was made for the Nile and rivers and coastal seafaring, not going across the Atlantic at that time.
At that time.
Look,
you have to have the information to say it. It sounds good to say, but the information suggests they didn't have the ships.
I'll do this,
that
Edward.
time.
I'm going to help you. Since you're my brother, I'm going to help you. Find out when Africans had shipbuilding technology to travel across the Atlantic.
Say, bro, listen, who been teaching you this shit, Edward? Edward said we eat corn and rice. None of that is from Africa. What you think the Golden Coast is, bro?
What you think rice?
What you think they went got slaves for to cultivate rice over here?
He said we eat corn and rice. No, we eat, bro. He just told you, man. We eat
beans and rice.
We eat beans and rice. We eat African dishes, bro.
And
Gumbo,
rice definitely came from Africa, dude.
Right, rice come from Africa, bro.
Believe that.
They ain't know how to cultivate rice over here. That's why they got the Gullah Geechee.
Yeah.
And brought them to South Carolina and all that.
To cultivate rice. A Gullah Geechee in here will tell you that. Don't take the twins' word for it. Don't fight me. Fight the information.
If we Indians, we still have our names. Exactly. We still have our names. Matter of fact, if you believe you're Indian, go take a blood test.
Yeah.
If they coming at you Indian, they
got some money coming.
They got some land for you.
Yeah.
If you really think you're Indian, but guess what, though? All they want to do is say, all they know is they're not African.
That's it.
That's not you, Edward. It's not specifically at you.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the people that try to discredit Africa and all that, brother.
You don't need that much to go to across. There's a current that takes you from Africa to the island in 3 days. That's a fact. It's called an African continental something. I forget what
Yeah,
they
but you
call
know
it.
what, though? The ships at that time, I just watched that lecture on this. The ships at that time wasn't built to make it across the Atlantic, period. They didn't have that technology at that time. He said, this is my field. I'm not fighting to be in it, but they traded on us. Well, if this your field, you should know that Africa was cultivating rice before anybody. You're supposed to know that one.
When you look that up, you don't got nothing past 1500s.
You talking about the Indians traded on them?
Yeah, he's talking about the industry traded on them.
Before 1500, I'm talking about traveling.
Yeah, they didn't have the technology at the time.
That's from the trade, the slave trade too.
So, bro, do you know
Same time.
what the Ivory Coast is, bro? I'm not saying where rice came from. The Chinese were the first to cultivate rice. We talking about cultivated. But I'm talking about nobody had that in Africa. They did. That's what they brought the Geechees because they was experts at doing that.
The Gullah Geechee, they bought them.
Yeah.
Find out why they bought them to America. They was good at cultivating rice.
Yeah. I know rice didn't come from France. The Chinese was cultivating rice before France. If we want to talk about history.
And they bought that from their knowledge from being in Africa.
And dog, he said Mansa Musa's brother was in 1319, but this is the thing about Mansa Musa. That work has not been peer reviewed at all. That was just an author that wrote that. That was not peer reviewed or verified.
Credibility had to come into play too when you talking about this information.
Look, dog, I swear, I've been watching videos, doing my information, writing stuff down, going to my archives, reading books about this for the last 3 weeks straight.
There's no suggestion that suggests that the Mali Empire, where Mansa Musa came from, had ships that could cross the Atlantic. There's no information that they didn't even have a navy.
Right.
It's just facts, dude. And you talking about rice, but go do your research on rice and where the Geechee came from and why the Geechee even came to America. Because we've been cultivating rice in Africa, dude. Don't let them tell you that. I don't know who you let teach you that. If you're an expert in that field, you should know. I wish the Gullah dude still was in here.
He said jollof rice is derived from France. All the countries France had have jollof now.
That's not even a French word.
What I'm telling you is, bro, jollof, it was in West Africa. We use that to make, it's like orange. It's like jambalaya. Don't eat the Gullah Geechee eat it. We eat it in New Orleans. Some people don't know what jambalaya is.
Yeah.
Okay, I got something with AI, I tell you.
Hold on, let me get you that, but let me answer what Florida Geechee said. Florida Geechee said, Edward, how did watermelon, peanuts, rice, okra, greens, yams, rice get here? It's all indigenous to Africa. Rice is an African staple. They have the rice coast where they got us from to grow rice. I told them that when you came over here,
that, brother.
Yeah.
What about Mansa Musa? While Mansa Musa himself, known for his wealth in the kingdom of Mali's control of the gold trade, the story of his predecessor, Mansa Abu Bakr,
His brother.
yeah, the second is what involves the idea of large fleets of ships exploring the Atlantic Ocean, not Mansa Musa himself. So it's something later on in time.
He said trade. Africa was large in trade. Y'all not knowing. Yeah, we do know.
Yeah, we do know.
We knew Africa was large in trade.
Yeah. Darryl say blacks got in America 3 different ways. Some through the transatlantic slave trade, some were deported from Europe, and the others were already over here, whether you call them Indian or not. Well, prove that they was over here. That's all you gotta do. What was their language?
There's still no proof and never.
Ain't no proof. It sounds good to say.
Proof.
But dog, intelligent people don't learn like that.
Require the proof. Show me the proof.
You gotta have the proof.
Now what Columbus said, though, that there are all type of different things in Columbus Journal. They ain't been verified.
Yeah.
No definitive evidence to support this claim.
It's not, bro.
It's not.
It's not, bro.
He said, yeah, I'm from Jamaica. Yeah, but it came from via Africa first. Jamaicans are Africans. Maroons are Africans.
Yeah.
All the people in the Caribbean thought see that's what they did. They dropped a lot of them off in the
Different
Caribbean.
boat stop.
That was separated to different boats by all the Haitians, the Puerto Ricans, all these Cubans, all them black.
Dominican.
That they just dropped them all, bro.
That's why.
And that's why they was done.
And that's why Bob Marley said, "Oh, pirate ships they ride by from the merchant ships." He talking about taking them from Africa, dude. He talking about taking. That's what he talking
He
about.
said sold life from the merchant ships.
Yeah, sold life from the merchant ships. Scientists found that a lot of Europeans had darker skin. Don't let them fool you with that.
Listen, bro, listen. We talked about that yesterday.
Hold on, let me say this for you because you can talk about the
Go ahead,
science
go
of
ahead.
it.
No, I wasn't.
Swarthy don't mean black. Don't let them fool you and tell you that silly shit. Go ahead, though.
You never know what swarthy mean.
But people that's listening,
No, tell them other things, though. Tell them other things about, other things, definitions of
swarthy doesn't mean,
dark,
colored,
copper
color.
That don't mean
minority.
black.
That don't necessarily mean. That's how they blow the lines and trick us.
Not just that, but listen, Europe. Let me
It's
explain something to you about
cold.
Europe. It's always cold in Europe, dog. Europe is where it got a lot of ice in
Cold
the
and desolate.
Dark-skinned people will not ever originate in the cold climate environment, dog.
Yeah.
That's why you have white people that's from Europe, dog, and black people from Africa. We run the equator where it's hot.
Yeah.
That's why we got melanin in our skin.
A penguin ain't gonna originate in Florida. A polar bear ain't gonna originate in Louisiana.
Don't ever forget that, bro.
Don't forget that. When people trying to tell you something, use a little science too.
Yeah, look, rice is from China.
We
right?
said that. We said
We
that.
saying this though. America didn't get it via China. America got it via Africa.
That's what we saying.
That's what we trying to tell you.
Yeah.
You know, rice. They were the first one to cultivate rice in China. We know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Look at the time periods they found them.
We gotta get out of here, man. Look,
probably
it's Wednesday.
Anyway.
My bad. It's Wednesday. Friday, y'all tap in. We got this conversation again for the last 30 minutes, man. We building. Salute to all of y'all. Hit that cash out. Hit that Thanks Watch podcast. Hit that and we only hit 2 out of 10 of our goal. That's cool, man.
That's all right.
Y'all just be ashamed of yourself. I'm ashamed, but it's all good. I appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, we know that, Chad.
Yeah, we know.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah, we know.
We say it came to America via Africa. That's what we say.
That's what we saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they took Africans over to cultivate it from. They didn't know how to cultivate it. Put it like, if you're from America, how come the Indians didn't know how to cultivate it? They had to get Africans to come over and cultivate that instead of Indians.
Right.
Gullah
Bro,
Geechee.
see that they came before Columbus, Edward? Take that shit and throw it in the trash,
Throw
bro.
it in the trash, dog.
Not only is it outdated information, it's not peer reviewed.
Right.
And they use certain things in the Bible for some of this information.
Throw it out. Transferred him, dog. Look, I watched Maasai Warrior Clan. Killed him.
Yeah.
I did my own research, though. I don't about nobody to say it. I write it down.
Y'all be cool, man.
Yep. Y'all be cool, man. Native Americans never built nothing in America.
You right about that.
They sure
And
did.
they ain't leave nothing to academia-wise in America. I'm an Indian. What you left academia-wise to civilization?
Y'all laugh there and go put in the chat, man. Get on code, stay on code, power to the people. Unify, die, man. Peace.